What is up, guys? This is the Overleveled Podcast, episode 65. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And we have a couple of interesting topics to talk about. And I think the first thing we're going to talk about is essentially, I guess we're going to talk about Stadia, because we were going to talk about that last week, but, it was somebody's birthday. I won't say names, but it was someone's birthday, so we couldn't do the podcast. But Google announced their streaming platform. It was not a console. A lot of people wanted it to be a console, but it is a streaming platform going from the servers, and they mocked up PC is supposed to be like 10.6 teraflops, 10.8 teraflops, and it's supposed to be more powerful than a PS4 and a Xbox One X combined. So, yeah, personally, they just showed the controller. I didn't really care for the controller. I thought the controller was just the D-pad just looked awful. Like it just did not look like a good D-pad, and I think you're gonna have to get that controller along with having the streaming service. There was no information in terms of pricing if they're going to have you buy the game or if it's going to be like a Netflix type of subscription. No one really knows at that aspect. But overall, what do I think? I just think personally I could care less about streaming when it comes to video games because the input lag. And there was a video of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and they showed like a video of someone playing it, and they had to press the button 3 times until it registered. So in terms of that and input lag, it seems like it's going to be very much there. And long story short, I'm not into the streaming service just because you don't get to own the games and you are basically having to play the game through a server. And if the server goes down, you can't play your games. As well as, if your internet is down, you can't play said games offline. That's really the aspect of why I just don't care for streaming games. And that's why if consoles do get phased out and they do go that streaming format, which I very much think so, just because a lot of people are like, no, it's just going to be an option. Nah, it's going to be, a standard for everybody. PC, just because, NVIDIA, AMD, and until they make their money off of making PCs and stuff like that and selling GPUs, that market will still be there, I believe. But when it comes to consoles, I think it's going to, go to that aspect of streaming. But overall, Stadia, I mean, it has the support. Personally, I did not really see any exclusive games, so to speak. But overall, I didn't really care for the conference like that. And that's really my thoughts about that. What did you think about it, Jacob?
Actually, you just brought up an interesting point. I don't see streaming ever taking over like that because I just thought about it. NVIDIA and AMD want you to buy parts.
Mm-hmm.
And if PC gaming or streaming gaming takes over, those parts are going to be cheap because it's you don't really need strong equipment to stream the game. So it's this would make they're going to do their hardest to make sure that doesn't take over, bro. Because they want people to go out and buy a 2080 Ti. If you streaming games, why would you need that? You just wasted your money. So yeah, that's another reason why I feel like streaming won't take over because these companies will fight against that. Yeah. Overall, it's I didn't like how the controller looked. It looked weird. It looked like a generic knockoff controller. I don't want to stream games. My internet is bad as it is. Actually, I don't know. It's not just speed. It's also if you don't have a reliable connection, that's gonna feel bad for you, dog. If you drop a lot of packets and stuff. Overall, it's but I hope streaming never takes over.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless they force these companies to improve the internet, then maybe. But then I hope it doesn't take over, but it because I don't want all gaming to be streaming because that's terrible. But as long as there's a market where you can still buy, like, download the game and buy it like that, then I'll be happy.
Exactly. What do you think about this, Talati?
About Stadia,
Yeah.
to be perfectly honest, I think it's I'm really intrigued by it. How Google's going to make this whole system work out. Of course, that they did like a demonstration type of thing with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where you could change between from one screen to the other. So I'm very interested to see how this will work out for console-based games. You know, for future console-based games, because I'm pretty sure like Microsoft is done after this next-gen console, right? But with Google, they've got this like special thing where you can connect up what's it called? You can speak to tech people within the Google support that will help you out with the games, certain games or something. I believe that's one of the state that they said, right?
Well, you can help people out, but it's like on YouTube videos and like when they live stream.
No. Under Google, what Google said in the live stream that on the controller there's a button that you press that essentially gets you talking to support or something like that about a game.
That's just a Google Assistant. That's not. Yeah. You just ask a question in Google Assistant. It's like an Android device, basically.
But the one thing I'll tell you that Google messed up on was the fact they freely admitted that you can screen snipe anybody during a live stream if you're a streamer.
But if you think about it, that's really not going to be that big of a deal because, like, first of all, you have to have the line stream open, which is hurting your connection. Then you have to be like streaming the game, which is hurting your connection. So it's like that's a lot to go through just to try to stream snipe. I don't see it happening.
Exactly. I mean, for me, it's just the fact that it makes sense, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So, Inspector, what do you think about the whole Google Stadia streaming platform?
I didn't really see the reveal, so I can't really say anything. So,
what's your, I guess, stance on, streaming video games?
I hope it doesn't catch on because, as you said, for streaming games, you have to have a good internet connection. If you don't, it's going to be all choppy and ugly.
Yep. As well as if the servers are down.
Yeah.
You can't play games.
Yeah, and that would be a problem because if everyone's logging on at the same time, you're going to have a lot of crashes because everyone's trying to go on at the same time. So that means there's going to be an influx of like servers being online. It means probably DDoSing is going to be a real problem.
Yeah.
But
I also thought about another thing. Like, we're all moving towards like a place where like nobody's going to be like watching like regular TV. So it's like everybody's going to be streaming content. Imagine trying to stream content
in the household as well. Like,
why you trying to stream a game?
Streaming games, streaming movies.
Oh, that's going to be terrible, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, this it seems like it's not gonna work, but I mean, it's Google, bro. Well, actually, they are known for dropping shit halfway, dog. Like Google Glasses, Google Fiber.
Wasn't Google Fiber, dropped halfway? It was
because AT&T and Comcast they were like trying to stop them in certain places, like not letting them do what they needed to do. Yeah,
like listen. I'm fine with Google Fiber, not fine with your platform, though, for streaming. But hey, man.
Bruh, facts.
Get back to, trying to expand, especially in my area where you kind of stopped in the city and you're not in my neighborhood yet.
You be one of them areas where like they start the house right before yours. You be looking at your neighbor like, man.
No, fam. We're not doing this neighborhood.
Like, man, you can share a dog. Like let me give him some internet, bro.
Oh man! I really need that Google Fiber because Spectrum is not doing it, man.
Oh man, I would like AT&T and Comcast charge you for an arm and a leg.
My funny thing is, AT&T isn't even in our area. It's like it's I just find that like funny. So it's like Spectrum's the only people, basically. Slash, it was Time Warner, but then they went to Spectrum. So, but that's that with Google Stadia. And last week, a lot of game companies took L's, and I thought it was hilarious just because Sony took an L, Xbox took an L, Steam fanboys took an L, Nintendo.
Oh man!
But overall, what happened that week was, Cuphead was announced for the Nintendo Switch. It's not being streamed. It's like definitively like going in there, being ported for the Switch, right? And what then Sony got now was Quantic Dream announced that their games are headed to the Epic Store, and it's exclusively for the Epic Store, I think for about a year, or I have no idea if it's a year, as well as Control and Outer Worlds is also coming to there on the Epic Store, and I believe Control was announced, right, to be coming out August 27th, which is, I believe, the same day that Astral Chain comes out. So I'm not gonna lie, that'll be a pretty dope day for me playing both those games. Personally, don't care if it's on the Epic Store. I will get it because those are good games. And DMV fan did say Nintendo took an L. Atlas event passed with no Persona 5 Switch announcement. That is true. They did take an L. I'll quickly say about the Persona 5R. It was announced that Persona 5 the Royal. It's basically a new edition. Gonna have a new character, not a main character. She's a freshman, first year in high school. So you're gonna have her be a part of the party member, a new party member, right? Some people think it's gonna take place after the events of Persona 5, but I don't think so. So it's gonna be interesting. And she doesn't like the Phantom Thieves, but going more into it, and that's in the Outer Worlds. But I guess Jiga, what do you think about everything? Like everything that happened that week, along with the Persona 5R announcement and the games going to Epic and Sony losing the Quantic Dream games?
On the Quantic Dream games, most of them don't seem good except for Detroit. Like the other ones, like they had you do way too much stuff that could have been just like made it more of like a cutscene, and you just do like big time events or something, more like Shenmue. Oh man, the game of all time. But yeah, so yeah, I don't. That's not like I would say it's a W for like gamers, like get to play those games on PC. On games moving, like being specific to Epic, like we just got news that like Bethesda are saying their game's going to be like on Steam and not get to Epic. So it's like it's starting a war that is really going to hurt gamers right now. At first, it was like, oh, it's good. Steam got a competitor, but now it's like Bethesda says Rage 2 and Doom Eternal are going to be on like Steam. I guess they're not going to be on Epic. So it's like it's starting a war, bro. It's only people losing out are us. Like, bro, it sucks.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that. I saw that the Rage. I'm not gonna lie though, it was better than nothing. I wanted it to come to either platform because I'm not gonna lie, that launcher for Bethesda is horrendous.
Trash.
Like Epic way better launcher than freaking Bethesda launcher is.
Wait, so I was wondering, what if you already pre-ordered? Like, what will happen?
Wait, pre-order for the launcher for Bethesda?
No, because I pre-ordered through Amazon. So who would they give me it for, bro?
Yeah, I would ask before.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask for it.
Because if they say, "Yo, Bethesda launcher," you're like,
"Can I cancel it?" They'd be like, "Why are you canceling this? Because Bethesda lost is trash."
Yeah, it's the worst out of all the launchers, I believe. Like even Uplay and Origin's better than the Bethesda launcher.
I mean, so far, well, actually, I haven't played a game on there, so I can't even say. But I've had a lot of problems with Origins recently, like
Mhm.
where it messed up and I had to delete games
Oh, jeez.
because I couldn't, like, when it was updating them, it wouldn't work right. Like, I don't get what happened, but yeah. But at least it's like I chose to delete the game. It didn't delete itself. Oh man, let me fall back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just sucks.
Yep. I guess, Inspector, what do you think about basically a lot of games like Cuphead going to Switch and the Quantic Dream games going to the Epic Game Store for PC?
I guess it's interesting. Like, I don't really pay attention to all this stuff, but like as Jiga said with Quantic Dream, like I've never been into Quantic Dream games myself. They're not really a genre that interests me.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to Quantic Dream, I think they fixed it kind of with Detroit, but since their games are so QTE based, all the animations are very stiff. Like if you look at Heavy Rain, that game has some pretty janky animations.
Mm-hmm.
But as for the other games like Cuphead going to the store, it's like, oh, that's fine. Like more people will play them. I guess. Is there like a controversy or something? Are people mad about like all these games going to all these different consoles? Or
it's like it's not it's just like Epic to get into the like game market. They're trying to like make games exclusive to their client. Meaning, if you want to play those games on PC, you have to go to their client. But now it's starting to where Steam is getting other developers like, well, their games are going to be only on Steam. So, like,
like
it's
Cyberpunk.
starting,
Cyberpunk is going to be on, of course, GOG, their platform, their launcher, as well as Steam. I don't think it's coming to Epic Game Store.
okay, so yeah, that's all I have to say.
But there is a big rift now. Not gonna lie. Yeah. I don't know if it's just like those developers also sticking it to Epic or whatnot. I'm just gonna assume that because I thought they would want to go on every launcher, especially because of Epic having like those big sales. What we heard from Metro Exodus was 2.5 times more than Metro Metro Last Light. So it's like, I don't know. It's interesting though. Talati, what do you think about all those games like Cuphead from Xbox, going to Nintendo Switch, and the Heavy Rain, Detroit Become Human, and Beyond Two Souls, heading to the Epic Game Store for PC?
I think personally, I think the whole reason behind that is because Nintendo and Xbox have decided to do deals together, and some games will go into the Switch, some games are coming to Xbox. So,
well, I don't even think Nintendo games will ever go to Xbox, though.
I think it might.
No, like if you think a Mario game will ever go,
not like
Xbox,
no, it's not happening.
Not top tier games, but like games that are, let's say, less top tier. So something along the range of what Cuphead has, right? So a studio like that.
They don't really have those type of studios though. They have like those. They have Monolith. They have like Platinum games like those games. No, that's never going to Xbox games. I'm pretty sure it's like they're basically just wanting to get money from Nintendo, and they don't expect another game to go on their platform.
I mean, look what they do with Minecraft, bro. It's on everywhere.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do, go on everywhere and not expecting another game to come onto their platform.
So that must mean like when they put Minecraft on other platforms, they must have like got a lot of money because like like they're seeing their games like, well, look, we can put it on other platforms and make a lot more money, so let's do that. And like, But as like people are saying, they are weakening their brand. So it's like a lose-lose situation.
Yep.
Or is it win-lose? Or is it win-win?
Like Nintendo wins,
It's a
Xbox
win-win.
kind of wins, but they lose their Xbox relevancy for their
So
consoles.
it's a win-win-lose.
Yeah.
It's a win-loss-win.
You're getting money, but at the same time, you're weakening your brand, which also brings you money because like people buy Xboxes and they have to pay for live, which is money. So if people stop buying Xbox, stop paying for live, like that's a lot of money they losing.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So we got another thing. I guess a good transition is there's a rumor, and it seems like it's being very like it's seems like it's a valid rumor. I forgot who broke the story, but essentially, there's going to be 2 Nintendo Switch models coming out this year. There's a Nintendo Switch Mini, which is supposed to be like kind of like a 2DS-esque, system. Like it's kind of like more like, I guess, I don't want to say cheaper, but more durable. So maybe it'll look more like the 2DS where you can use it as a door stopper. Not going to lie. That would be pretty dope, to say the least. But the other model, of course, would be a Switch Pro model, which this is my issue. Some people say it would be like a 3DS XL, but I feel like the XL did have exclusive games, but the upgrade was very minuscule. Like it wasn't like super noticeable. So that's my whole issue there is I'm hoping it's more of, all right, for the Switch Pro, we're going to improve the battery life. We're going to give you guys a 1080p screen and better graphics and a slightly better CPU. That's what I really want from the Switch Pro or Switch X. Don't know what they're going to do or what they're going to call it. Or most likely it's going to be Switch XL or some shit like that. Who knows? But overall, if it's a bigger upgrade than I think it is, then I will definitely trade in my OG Switch for a Switch Pro. But if it's not, and it's very like a 3DS XL upgrade, then I'm not going to, unless like the exclusive games for that version of the Switch are a lot. Then of course, then I would trade it in. But that's just me though, and I pretty much believe in this leak/rumor. It's been going around for quite some time, and now hearing more of the validations from other media outlets, it's very much probably going to happen this year. Jacob, what do you think about this rumor/leak, and if you believe it?
I hope they have I hope they don't do like the PlayStation deal with the Vita, where they had a version with like a cheaper screen and shit, bro. Like that would suck. If this is true, yeah, I would probably like they have a more powerful. I don't know how they would. I don't know, maybe make it better cooling so it can like run. I don't know, bro.
It's just gonna have a better GPU and it needs more battery life. It really does.
Nvidia is really working on them Tegra chips like that to make a better one.
I don't think that I thought they made a better Tegra chip than the one they have.
Could be. I don't pay much.
I don't know. I don't know about.
You heard about them. That's a problem. Yeah.
I must
never heard anything about them.
But yeah.
Other than that, I don't see why they would make a smaller one, but at the same time, I guess they're trying to be like Sony and Microsoft, where here's the X version, a more powerful version, and here's the S.
I heard it's more. I also heard it's supposed to be more kid-proof, I guess, and not break easily as well.
Oh, they could probably make it like a one single unit,
something like that. That's what I was hearing.
Yeah, that would be terrible, bro.
Because I know there was a tweet about it, but I think that they went along the lines of saying that it's going to be very much kid-proof. So if you want to have because I'm not even gonna lie, I don't know if I were going to have a kid and I would give them a Switch. So I feel like they dropped that and that thing would break. Yep. It's like there goes was it $300 or yeah, was it 300 and I think it's 300.
It was I think mine's like $350, I believe.
Or maybe it was $350. I don't know. But man, that would be down the drain. Shoot. I would not mind giving them a kid-proof Switch. That's just
I don't know.
Are you fine with giving them a regular Switch and them breaking it?
No. Unless they go get a job and pay for it themselves. I don't know how they.
I'm saying like an 8-year-old. That's what I'm saying.
But
8-year-old
better go get a job. Better go cuss along, bro. Like I seen how kids like, bro. I have a little cousin and he has a Switch, bro. That screen looked like he elbow dropped the shit out of it. Bro. I'm like, nope. I could not be your parent, bro. 'Cause you definitely not getting a new one.
I feel that. Inspector, what do you think about the two Switch versions? Switch Kid Proof, as well as like the Switch Pro.
Well, I didn't really see. Like, I don't pay attention to a lot of like video game news, so I didn't really see what they look like, so I can't really.
Well, it's a rumor / leak.
Oh. I mean, it's interesting. I guess we really have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to go off leaks.
Yeah. What do you think about this, Taladia?
My mind's blank, so I got no comment.
Okay. So next news is CD Projekt Red. And they announced and saying like E3 2019 is supposed to be their most important ever for CD Projekt Red. And this was announced during the fiscal year of 2018 financial results presentation. Project Red president and CEO Adam, I'm not going to pronounce his last name, said via translator, last year's E3 has been the most important one so far throughout the whole CD Projekt history, but this year is going to be the most important one ever for us. We have really prepared a strong show. And then during a Q&A session, they noted that the studio is expanding into an office space attached to its current facilities. And I personally think they're going to be announcing, a new game along with, Cyberpunk 2077, because that's what made sense, and that's what I believe was kind of on like their website. They were saying that by the end of 2021 that they're going to have 2 AAA games released by then, or by the end of 2021, something along the lines of that. But Jiga, what do you think about this? About this being their most important E3 yet?
I don't know. Maybe it's something we don't know. I don't know. I guess if they are releasing 2 games at once, it's like it'll probably be their first time doing that. So it's like it's important that they show that they can release 2 good games at once.
I don't think it'll be at once. I think it's just like they're gonna.
I mean, like within the like
at E3, they're just gonna show both. Yeah, because I don't think I think one's gonna be like 2020 and the other's 2021. I know some people think Cyberpunk's coming out this year. I don't believe that. I definitely think Cyberpunk is coming out next year.
Yeah, I doubt it. But I mean, if they surprise me, I'll be happy.
Oh yeah, even if they said, by the way, Cyberpunk's coming out in October, and I'm gonna be like, that game's gonna get delayed until next year.
Don't you do that to our great savers?
Dude, they did that with Witcher 3.
Look, they're saving gaming out here. I need you to fall back.
Oh man, I'm just saying, don't give me a release date. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean they are known for doing that, but yeah, well, you know what? We did say this date, but
it's in May.
Yeah, it's gonna work out. Like, bro,
it's like September.
Like, stop playing with my emotions.
It's like CD Projekt Red says, yeah, by the way, we're delaying the game. It's coming out in May. It's like, oh wow, thanks for letting me know a month before this game was originally supposed to come out.
Did we say May? Nah, January next year, dog. Oh, man.
No. I'm saying May of next year. I'm saying
I'm just saying like they're gonna push back to January next year.
I don't know, dude. January. Let's go see this game as a May of next year release.
But as long as they release it and it's good, which they are known for having quality games, I'm all right.
I'm gonna get a 2080 or 2080 Ti, but I feel like if I put those games in ultra setting, oof, it'll be like 60 FPS, 50 FPS. You know?
Yeah, because that's probably gonna be like a huge open world game. So
Yeah, the graphics are gonna be insane, especially
yeah,
4K.
didn't it Witcher like bring PC to their knees?
Yeah, it still does. Like a 2080 Ti, if you have an ultra settings at 4K, it's only 60 FPS, like 60 to 70. And that's like $1,400 card.
Your PC be like, play on high, dog. I can't handle it. Like, no, I need the ultra.
I need the ultra, dude. That's what I said, dude. I need my games at ultra. But
even the ultra is like really not that great.
Some people say it's worth it. Some people don't. I don't know. I never played games at ultra, so I wouldn't know.
Oh man, I'm playing what's the name at ultra Sekiro.
Oh man, I'm jealous.
That game's really optimized for me. Yeah.
I feel that. We'll get into Sekiro on the next topic, but Slaughter, what do you think about CD Projekt Red? Saying that this year is going to be their biggest history.
Me personally, I think CD Projekt Red will potentially have like on a grander scale of things where for their what's the game
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, where they'll announce it for E3 this year, and I think that it'll set the bar for high octane, AAA. I wouldn't say AAA, but I would say a high octane game that has been most anticipated. Potentially could be a game of the year.
Why you not say AAA though?
Because I don't know if it is a AAA. That's the thing.
It is a AAA.
Okay, so it's a high octane AAA game then. And it'll be probably like from what we saw, like 40 minutes of it. I think CD Projekt Red would be one of those studios that will say, "Yeah, we'll have this, and we'll have this, and we'll have that." And considering promotional wise, I think they'll be on more stages than any other studio. Like last year we had Kingdom Hearts on three different stages. I can see CD Projekt Red being on Microsoft press conference, and I can see them having like the little thing with behind the scenes on the stage floor, and also having something to do with the WB Live. I can see that being a thing too.
I don't know that we're gonna do a WB Live thing because they didn't even do that after Witcher 3. So
I mean, no, but the thing is, when Witcher 3 came out, there was no WB Live back then. They only started that in 2017.
I don't know because WB is just a distributor. It's not like they own the rights to Cyberpunk or The Witcher or any of that.
Yeah, true. But I think if they want to get this game like successfully launched and successfully getting like people interested, they would do it like over a period of 3 days.
But do they have to do it because they already got the hype from everybody on the internet and stuff like that, and like
no, but like
putting 40 minutes of gameplay, it's like legit.
Yeah, I'm not a lot of you though. Like, the game already has hype, but like, if you know it's coming out like soon, like I would show a little bit more. Like, hey,
I think what they're gonna do. I don't think they're gonna go on like live, streams or anything. I think they're gonna, do the same thing that they did last time. Show maybe 40-minute to an hour thing, and a CGI trailer as well. Probably on Microsoft stage, CGI trailer, and then to the internet people like us, another like 40-minute demo of a different aspect of the game, and you get everybody like super hyped up.
For me, but it's the way I see it though, it's because, they've been working on this game for 5 years now. In total since 2013. I can see them pushing it out for a late release date. A late December release, early January.
They really were working on Cyberpunk since 2013 because like
they started
all hands were on deck with The Witcher.
The Witcher in 2013, like
the game came out in 2015 for The Witcher. Witcher
Was it 2015? I remember they had like a Cyberpunk. What trailer came out first? Cyberpunk or Witcher 3?
I don't know which one came first. I know Cyberpunk, but that was like them just starting on it. But then when they were Witcher 3 was going in full development, all the people that were in Cyberpunk, which was a small team in of itself, then worked on The Witcher 3. After all the expansions were done, they all went all hands on deck for Cyberpunk. And that's not even us talking about another AAA game that they're making as well.
So,
there's supposed to be 2 AAA games from them. Like their deadline is it's like they're gonna have 2 AAA games out by the end of 2021. So by this time in 2021, there are gonna be 2 games released from them. That's why I also am saying like because that was on their website stuff like that, and them saying it's gonna be their biggest E3 history. Just makes sense that they're going to show
I think personally though we'll get like one CGI trailer for the other game, and then the one for Cyberpunk 2077, which has been hyped up a little bit. But it looks to me that they're like after they showed that 40 minutes of gameplay after E3 that they did on the YouTube channel, I was just like, okay, then that must mean that they're about 50% done. By the time E3, they should have like 75% at least by the end of maybe the end of this year or beginning of next year. We should have a release window.
So you think it comes out this year? Or you think it comes out next year?
Round about early January, I would say. I know it's an interesting thing, but it's like they're not gonna like if they wanted to compete on the level of Death Stranding, then they would put it out on a reasonable time. I feel, and to get one up on Death Stranding, yes, I know it's nothing compared to Death Stranding, but
like both those games are just gonna, I think, do very well. It's like because everyone loves both studios a lot. Especially me, I love both CD Projekt Red and Kojima Studios because they don't make bad games, so it's like.
So it's gonna be like, it's like, do you think that it'll be like this time next year? Sorry, not this time next year. I mean, January 2020. Do you think, or do you think it'll be late 2019?
No, I think it'll be. I don't know if it'll be January, but I think it'll be next year. I think they might go the same route as Witcher 3 and put it out in May.
You think May? That is a good that is a good thing. If that is the case, if it does come out in May of next year, that is a very good thing because then for what's it called, the Death Stranding game, they could actually have a. We don't know the release date yet of that for Death Stranding, but still, like it gives the great opportunity for Hideo Kojima to see what other developers are doing with their games that are similar to Death Stranding or a similar aspect to it. That's the way I see it, and I think CD Projekt Red will have their second game, so they'll announce it this year, and then next year they'll have like a CGI trailer after the release in May. That if that's what you're going by, then that could be a thing, like a gameplay, and then release it for maybe the winter. What do you think for the second project? I mean, do you think that could be a thing? Like,
I think second project like is super hard because like Cyberpunk is probably going to be They said it's going to even be bigger than The Witcher 3. So yeah. But like, I don't know what it's good. Their second game's supposed to be a AAA game. I think it's going to be a linear game.
On a grander scale of things, is it going to be bigger than GTA 5?
What Cyberpunk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't care for GTA 5.
I don't know about that.
In terms of what do you think? Because in terms of side missions, hell yeah, I think Cyberpunk's gonna have better side missions than GTA.
See, even like I really feel like you can't compare those because like even Witcher 3, it was like GTA was one big map, and like Witcher is like 3 separate maps. So it's like I don't know how you could compare the size of them, bro.
Because like you got to think about it like this, Jigga. Though, and GTA 5 is like really huge. So I'm wondering how big Cyberpunk 2077 will be.
All I heard is supposed to be bigger than The Witcher 3. And I believe them saying that because the maps are big in different areas and different parts of the map. I totally think the story will be better than GTA 5 side missions.
I'm very excited to see this game. Like I've been very pumped up for it. It's probably one of those games I will pick up later on, but it won't be picked up straight away.
Oh, that's day one on there, man.
For me, it's not day one for me, unfortunately. I would pick it up after when the sale's on, unfortunately, because I'd rather prefer getting it on sales, and then I want to experience it for myself. But after seeing the gameplay, dude, it does look really, really unique, and hopefully we'll get like more, like some from through other characters, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wouldn't you agree?
What do you mean, like other characters? Are you talking about like? I mean, you make your own character.
I mean, other customization characters like you made. So, like, let's say a male perspective instead of a female perspective.
I mean, they showed that in the trailer that you could be male or female. It's like all your choice. It's different than Witcher 3 with your set character. You can make, customize your set character, different backgrounds, and for your character, you could. They said and you can have your stat points. What they wear, what type of hairstyle that you want, what they look like. It's literally like deep customization. Like it's not like Mass Effect where it's like terrible customization or Dragon Age Inquisition, terrible customization. Like this shit's like you could legit just change everything.
Mm-hmm. But it does beg the question though, whether or not if CD Projekt Red are ready to show a little bit more in depth into their game. That's the big question. And how in depth are they going to go? Because they did 40 minutes of it already. Are they going to prepare to do let's say, extra 30 minutes or extra 35 minutes on that same length for E3? That's the question. But we'll find out when in June 11th, June 12th. So.
I feel. But Inspector, what do you think about CG Project Red? Saying it's going to be their biggest E3 in terms of history. You think they're going to be showing off their second game along with Cyberpunk, or what do you think that means for them?
It's interesting because E3 is very thin this year.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone dropping out of E3 except for Microsoft and Square Enix
and Nintendo.
But Nintendo's their own thing. They don't really do like a big press conference.
They just do the show floors and that's it. They have.
So I think their main focus is going to be on Cyberpunk. I don't think it's coming out this year. I think probably spring 2020, maybe March or April 2020. Because if I remember correctly, Witcher came out in May of 2015. I think that's what it was.
A month before Arkham Knight. Yeah, it was before Arkham Knight.
I think the main focus is going to be on Cyberpunk. Maybe another long demo. Maybe but demos like those long of demos are super weird because you don't really know where they take place in the game.
Yeah.
Because demos in general, you don't really know where they take place in the game unless they specifically tell you where it takes place.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, knowing CD Projekt Red, the game is probably going to be 70 hours anyway, so it's probably not going to show that much anyway.
I think it's going to be more than 70. How long did The Witcher 3? It took me, I think, over 100 hours to beat Witcher 3.
I mean, I was just lowballing it.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to show their second game. I think they want like everyone to look at Cyberpunk.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, I would have to agree with Inspector on that.
But do you think the second game isn't going to be as big as Cyberpunk or The Witcher 3? You think it's going to be more linear? Because that's the only thing I can think of. Because you can't you can't make another game like Cyberpunk a lot, while doing this game. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense.
I mean, I don't know really how far they are. They could just be in concept stage. So I don't want to guess. I don't want to say it's going to be like super linear because CD Projekt Red isn't known for linear games. So
I mean, it might be their first with that game because like they said on their website, like their 2 AAA games are supposed to come out by the ending of 2021. So it's like if Cyberpunk comes out in 2020, like they can't make a big game like Cyberpunk or The Witcher 3 in that time span. That's what I think, though.
Yeah.
All right, so because we were talking about E3, Ubisoft conference time and date was revealed. It was out on tweet. The countdown to E3 2019 is on. This is Ubisoft's tweet. Mark your calendars. Hashtag UbiE3 kicks off on June 10th. So, yeah, Ubisoft announced that they're going to be at E3. I think, did Bethesda announce yet or no? I think Bethesda did. Yeah, Bethesda did announce that they're going to be at E3. So, yeah, Bethesda, Microsoft, who else? I am, forgetting somebody.
Square?
We're actually announced it, or we're just assuming?
I'm just assuming.
Maybe Square. I don't know. That or they're just going to do the same thing they did last time and just have a really bad montage of their games.
I feel like they're going to be trying to push Fallout down on us, bro.
What? Fallout 76? Oh, man. If I see that, it's like, listen, guys. We knew our game was trash, but look at this. We got more God rays coming out. And I'll be like, all right, I need you out of here. Oh, man, but no. They're probably going to show Starfield, which you probably see God rays come out of ships and stuff. Because, Todd Howard can do no wrong. But overall...
Get hype for this game that's going to come out in 4 years.
Oh, man. Yeah, and then they got to work on Elder Scrolls, 6. Oof. And they're supposed to be using the same engine. That's another oof. On both their games. So it's like, I'm good. I'm good with Bethesda developed games. Now, you talk about Rage and Doom Eternal, I'm definitely going to buy it. Because those are good developers. But Bethesda themselves as developers are trash. But publishers are great. But yeah, that's just me though. But I guess Ubisoft, I don't know what they're going to do. I heard Assassin's Creed isn't going to be coming out this year. So I don't know if they're going to even show off Assassin's Creed.
2 words, Splinter Cell.
Oof. Everyone keeps saying Splinter Cell. They've been saying, Splinter Cell for 2 years now. And for 2 years, it has not showed up. But hey, man, maybe Splinter Cell. I'm fine if Splinter Cell would show up because they need to. They're probably more Rainbow Six Siege, if I'm going to just be honest, to talk about it real quick.
Yeah, Rainbow Six.
Yeah, more operators.
Yeah.
Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah, 2. They'll probably show something like that. I don't know. Oh yeah, Watch Dogs 3. Because, that's been
another Far Cry.
I don't know, because they just came out with New Dawn just recently.
But New Dawn is more of a Blood Dragon type thing.
Yeah.
Than an actual game.
I don't know. I hope it's not another Far Cry. That's literally annually then.
It's been annual since 3.
Has it?
I think so.
Because 3
came out, and then 4 came out the next year, and
4
then
came out in 2013, or was it 2014?
No, I think. Wait, hold on. Let me look it up.
Yeah, I know I got it when I was a junior. I think.
Well, there was a big gap between 2 and 3.
Oh yeah, 2 and 3 did have a big gap. I don't know about 3 and 4.
No. Hold on. Far Cry 3. Oh, Far Cry 3 was 2012. Far Cry 4 was 2014.
Yeah.
And then Far Cry
5 was 2017.
2018.
Or 2018.
Far Cry Primal was 2016.
Yeah, I heard Far Cry Primal was just a reskin of Far Cry 4.
Yeah.
Or they used the same map or something like that. So, personally, could care less about. I've been done with Far Cry since 4.
The only one I played was 4.
I played. I really enjoyed 3. Well, no, I enjoyed
The first half
the
of
game.
3.
First half of 3. After a certain point, they changed the villain. Then it was just like, eh.
Yeah.
But,
could a new Ghost Recon be announced?
Oh man, maybe. I'm trying to think. No, I don't. I think that's it. Just Dance.
No, Just Dance is going to be there. Just Dance is always at Ubisoft.
Always there, man.
Unfortunately, it is.
Another cringe-inducing dance number.
Oh, dude, that was super bad. Last year was super bad. Because I was watching.
At least they didn't have Buster, dog.
Oh man.
Oh, that shit was corny.
Wait, was that for Xbox though? For Usher? Or no? Was it for?
No,
Ubisoft?
that was Ubisoft. Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I was thinking it was.
Brought him out to do dance. He was fucking singing and dance like, bro. If y'all don't get out of here with that.
Wait. Oh, yeah. No, you're right. But I was thinking like because they were using the Kinect then, and that's why Usher was able to do moves and that like with the I don't know what you call it, the nunchucks for the Wii. I don't know. But yeah, no, that makes sense. They were using the Kinect for the 360 back in the day. But it was on, I believe it was on Microsoft's, conference at that time.
Could be. Oh man.
But yeah. I guess, Talai, what do you think about Ubisoft announcing that they're going to be at E3?
Not going to be at E3 or are going to be?
They're going to be there at E3.
No surprise. I'm pretty sure they've got some big announcements to make, really. They need to have something. Maybe something to do with Rainbow, because that's been popular recently. Maybe even another Assassin's Creed. Maybe, but who knows?
No.
That's what I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, I feel that. All right.
That you Red Hood? Oh man,
no, that's not me, dude.
Not me.
Not all. But
that is Jigga.
Jigga.
No,
it's
not.
You,
No.
Oh man, who was it?
Wait, I'll put what's up.
I mean, there's only one option after all of us. Oh man, I ain't saying names.
Oh, I feel that. It's okay. I forgive that person. I guess we could talk about the PS Plus lineup for 2019 of April. And oh man, is it the best lineup I've ever seen in my life?
Oh, here we go.
You got the Surge, right? You got the Surge. You got Conan Exiles. Amazing. Sony outdid themselves again. 10 out of 10. Best games I've ever seen in my life. And hey man, I'll be downloading. No, I'm just kidding. It's pretty bad. Pretty awful.
I mean, Conan is not that bad. From what I heard, I never played it, but I heard it's not that bad. Who knows? I don't play trash. Oh, I feel it. Talana, what do you think about the PS Plus lineup? Hey, man.
Oh man, don't worry. Somebody's out to get Taladia, but that's okay. Spectre, what do you think about these two games? Are they pretty lackluster to you?
Yeah.
feel it.
Lackluster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Claudius here.
Yeah,
Didn't
sorry.
they give like
Sorry, what was that? I thought.
What do you think about the PS Plus games? You know, Conan the Exiles, Conan Exile, and Surge.
It's so boring.
Dang.
It's so boring.
I thought they gave the Surge away for free once.
Yeah, see, it was because of a glitch.
Oh, okay, that's how I got it. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, Jacob, you need to be quiet now.
Look, bro, it ain't my fault. They messed up.
You see, like with the PlayStation Plus games, they could have had anything from 5 years ago to 3 years ago at least, but they never did.
Mm-hmm.
And they went for something which is like Conan, whatever his name is, and some racing game. Nah, just no. It's not compared it to last month. Last month you had Call of Duty. People were still playing on that, man.
Did someone say Call of Duty? Oh man,
Wait, I don't even think I ever downloaded that.
it's Call of
I
Duty.
hope I remember to buy it. Or not
Jigga,
buy it.
Oh man, Jigga, it's Call of Duty, man. Get it every year.
No, but
Wait,
this
I
is
don't get Call of Duty every year. Fall back.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Don't
Jigga.
play me.
Legit, Call of Duty comes out every year.
It's a remaster, dog. What you mean?
yeah, it's a remaster, dog. What do you mean? So
Call
that's
of Duty still.
it's still a remaster regardless, right?
I'm definitely doing Call of Duty. I agree with that though.
Yeah, last month had a really good games. This month was just, that's where I put it. Hopefully next month they'll have something different. That's what I gotta say.
Give me The Witcher 3 for next month.
Nah.
When is they gonna give away kills on Shadowfall? That's all I want, brothers.
Dude, I bought that game initially, and then I sold it like a week or two later after I beat it.
It was bad.
It wasn't bad. It was like I heard the multiplayer was good. That's what I heard. I mean, I did play a couple of multiplayer matches. That was fun. Not like anything to write home about, though. You know. But because we're talking about Sony still, Sony will stop retailers selling PS4 download codes starting from April. Sony has confirmed that it will stop providing retailers digital download codes for PlayStation 4 games starting April 1st, 2019. Talking to The Verge, PlayStation spokesperson said, "We can confirm that as of April 1st, 2019, Sony Interactive Entertainment will no longer offer full games through Sony Interactive Entertainment's Global Digital at Retail program. This decision was made in order to continue to align key businesses globally," they said, to support full games and premium editions. Sony Interactive Entertainment will also will introduce increased denominations at select retailers. DLC add-ons, virtual currency, and season passes will still be available. Sony's decision means that anyone who doesn't want to use their credit card for purchases on PSN can now only add to their digital library by purchasing virtual currency from a retailer and spending at the PSN store rather than simply buying a digital game code. Yep. Personally, what do I think? I think Sony just wants to kind of like cut out the middleman that is GameStop, and when they're having digital codes, you know, like you're gonna have to get the digital games on their store now. You can get the currency from them, that's fine, but as well as DLCs, the season passes. But when it comes to the actual game, Sony, of course, wants everyone to buy it on their store. Makes sense. I can't complain about it. It's going to be hard for GameStop to survive when that inevitability of games being digital. Then they're going to be destroyed. GameStop will definitely go out of business if we go that future. But Jacob, what do you think about this?
Oh, sorry. As someone who it doesn't affect me at all because I usually buy games physical. I'm not a digital person. But it sucks. But at the same time, like I don't care about GameStop. But I do like care about like Walmart, Best Buy, all of the other places where you used to buy digital games like stuff, cards and stuff. So it sucks for them. But I mean, look, we should see this coming, bro. I mean, like, I don't see why they would give out digital codes. That's like taking money out of their pocket to give to other people, bro.
Yep.
It sucks, but that's the future, man. Look, they gotta look out for their best interest, and I feel like this is in their best interest.
Yep. Got out the middleman, basically. Inspector, what do you think about Sony stopping retailers from selling PS4 download codes starting April?
I'm kind of with Jiga here, where like I mainly buy my games physical, so it doesn't really affect me, and I think that if I understand why Sony is doing this, as you said, they're trying to cut out the middleman, and GameStop is in a bad place right now, so it makes sense that they want to cut out the middleman.
Mm-hmm.
Like the only digital code I got from GameStop was, I think, Infamous Second Son, and that's when I bought my PS4. So, and it was like a weird deal where like you bought the PS4 and then you get Infamous digital and then you can buy another game. Then you got Infamous free and then you got another game. It was a weird deal. I got my PS4 in like 2014. But yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. All right. What do you think about this, Talati, that Sony is stopping retailers, selling PS4 download codes starting April?
I'm not too sure because it only affects America, right?
This is all retailers.
Or retailers. Well, just like Inspector said, they're just trying to cut out the middleman.
Nope. Exactly. And I think now this is kind of going into another topic that there's patent that Sony's doing gifting. So let's say I'm super generous and friends with Jiga on PlayStation, even though I'm not. Say, hey man, I want to gift this man Cyberpunk 2077, and I could do that, and he gets the game. That's pretty dope, right? Or Jiga says, hey man, I don't really care for Cyberpunk, or if he buys it himself, you could trade it in. They're doing that. That's one of the patents. Trading in digital games. Very interesting. That's pretty dope. I know people like Xbox Campus like, see, Sony's copying Microsoft. Why isn't there backlash? I was like, listen here. Backlash was they were doing this on top of the online DRM, no use game policy, and all of that. It's way different situation. But and Microsoft didn't, pursue the trading in digital games or whatnot. So Sony is doing so. But I think these are good features to have in the game, game console. And this is definitely probably for the PS5 most likely with this pad. I don't know if they're going to implement it with PS4, maybe. But Jiga, what do you think about this?
It's kind of spooky. I don't get like why they're accepting game trade-ins like digital like there's I don't get how they would make money off that. I guess to get you to buy a newer game, but I don't know, bro. I don't see how this is work. But I mean, it's good for consumers. Like if you done playing the game, just sell it in and like that put that on a down payment on another game that you want. So it's good.
Yeah, the option.
I don't see how they're making money off of it.
It depends on how much you get for the game as well. Maybe if you got a $60 game, it's only $20 or something like that you can get. They put it on for a new game, like you said. That's just me. Inspector, what do you think about this patent that was coming out? For trading in games, as well as gifting games.
What was the thing again?
Like the patent, trading in games and gifting games for the PlayStation. It's most likely PS5 related.
Like I don't know about it, so.
Like, would you be down for trading in games? Like let's say you have Horizon Zero Dawn 2 digital. Somehow you were like, yeah, I'm done with it. You could trade it in, get money for it.
Maybe I don't know. Like when it comes to digital stuff, like that would be cool. But again, like I'm more of a physical guy, so it doesn't really affect me that much. So
I feel it. And I guess, Talada, what do you think about this whole gifting and trading in digital games?
I think personally, I think it'd be a good. I think it's a good thing, because me as a digital person that buys digital games, I'm just like, yeah, makes sense, right? Physical copy, it sucks because the value. If you think about it, the value for physical copies goes down really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But at least with digital copies, you get it on your console for life. So that's the difference.
All right. Before we get into, I guess, the whole topic regarding. Give me a sec, because I was on the page. Yeah, before talking about state of play. Got two things to talk about. The Lord of the Rings is supposed to be having a game about Gollum, which is announced for release in 2021. This is by Daedalic Entertainment. And it's supposed to be a narrative-focused adventure game that will center on J.R.R. Tolkien's famous Trixie dual personality character. It's set to release in 2021. The game will explore events that occur between Gollum's finding of the One Ring and the start of the Lord of the Rings story. So before I was hyped, and now reading about this, I'm not hyped so much because there's really no adventure of Gollum / Smeagol when finding the ring, because he's legit just, being transformed into this like disgusting creature and being obsessed with the ring and eating raw fish. Like, what type of adventures are you gonna have? Before you're like, I'm down, but then thinking about it now, I'm like, you know what? Hey, they could prove me wrong, and this could be an amazing story. But I don't see that happening. I really don't see it happening. But that's just me. Jacob, what do you think about this game?
I have no opinion. I didn't watch the what's the name series?
Lord of the Rings. Oh man,
it wasn't interesting to me, dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you hooked to Lord of the Rings one day.
It's not gonna happen.
Inspector, what do you think about this Lord of the Rings Gollum game? And it's supposed to be taking place before the Lord of the Rings and after him finding the One Ring. To me, that there's no story to be had there, I don't think.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I think Gollum is a character that's like, it's kind of like Wolverine, where if you add too much to the mystery, he becomes less interesting as a character.
Mm-hmm.
And it just the time period doesn't make sense. Like, I never, like Jig, I never really got into Lord of the Rings. Like, I've seen Two Towers. I mean, I've seen parts of Two Towers. I've seen Fellowship. I didn't see any of the Hobbit movies, even though people didn't like the Hobbit movies that much.
Yeah.
But like, I'm kind of indifferent to this. I don't really care.
It's a lot. What do you think about them having this game take place in that time frame?
No comment.
No comments. Dang, man. All right. So this is Jigga's most favorite game of all time / favorite anime of all time. Kill la Kill. If Release date has been announced. 2 free DLC characters have also been revealed. Kill la Kill, the game. If is launching on PC, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch this July. Revealed on the game's official website, the anime fighting title is coming to North America and Europe on July 26th after its July 25th release in Japan. On top of the 10 previously announced character, 2 free DLC fighters have just been revealed and will become available this summer. Mako Kosh. You know what? I'm done with that one. A second-year student at Honnoji Academy and Ultimate. I'm done. I'm not gonna even say that. That's too much. Oh man. Oh gosh. But Jigo, you're big into anime, even though you probably don't like Kill la Kill, but you're gonna be copping this game. I know it's definitely gonna be better than Jump Force.
Oh man, no. It's a no for me. Dad, I couldn't get into that series, bro. So I definitely not gonna buy the game.
What if I gift it to you?
I mean, I'll probably play it, but
There you go.
I don't see why you would waste your money.
Man, it looks like a good game.
Oh man, you got it done.
I mean, it looks better than Jump Force, right?
I mean, but I don't know. Don't give it don't give it to me on PlayStation because you know how they.
No, dude. I'm definitely getting on Steam.
The Censor Station 4. Oh man.
They probably will censor it. After almost reading that whole name, I'm like, oh my word, I'm not gonna say this here. Because okay, I'll even send it to you right now, and you tell me if that's gonna be censored or not. That phrase right now, that is this was I said ultimate, and then I caught myself from saying it like that.
Oh yeah, it definitely. Yeah. It's only gonna call it double. I don't even know what I could.
I know, right? Maybe ultimate DTR. There you go. You just take out the other word.
Yeah, they gonna definitely take that out. Oh man.
But yeah, I know everyone else has no comment on that, but just have to say, Claudia, maybe you should be buying this game instead of Jump Force.
Fuck you.
Kill la Kill. Go get this game. Better fighting game.
Fuck you. That's all I have to say.
Oh man. Just saying, man. Made by a talented fighting studio.
That's never gonna happen for me, bro. I mean, the next game I'm looking to get anime is Project Z, and the
Project Z, man. Oh man, this is why, man. I need to get into your PlayStation and have PlayStation.
You can gift me Xenoverse,
dude. I'll gift it to you if you don't buy Project Z.
Fine, you gift me Xenoverse too.
No, dude. Why would I get you Xenoverse 2? That game was trash. And I got that game already. Trash. Wasted my money. I wish I got it back.
No, but seriously, because I'm into Dragon Ball and all that, right?
I am as well. What?
But still, I'm not getting that game. Hell no.
I know you're not getting Project Z, dude. Same here.
No. I didn't say Project Z.
Listen here.
I'm thinking about the other game.
I'm gonna have to make you a list of good anime video games, and then you'll be like, you know what, Red Hood, you were right. These Dragon Ball games I've been getting, like Xenoverse and Jump Force, man, they are trash. And you're gonna be like, I thank you, Red Hood. And guess what? I'm gonna do you a solid. I'm gonna give you $500 for you teaching me the right ways of anime video games.
Wait.
What?
What?
Oh man.
No. What?
Jigga, did he not say that? Oh shit.
What was that?
He's gonna give me $500.
When did I say that? I didn't say Jack.
You did, dude.
I didn't say Jack. I didn't say Jack, right?
No, somebody right here looking.
Wait.
That's all.
Wait. One thing, right, Jigga? This guy, right? This man expects me to get that game. No way. I'm getting Project Z. Whether you like it or not. And even if it's a shit game, I'll subscribe to his YouTube channel.
Subscribe to whose YouTube channel?
Not YouTube channel, I mean your Twitch channel. I'll subscribe
Oh
to it.
man, you just confirmed that you didn't subscribe to my YouTube channel?
I said Twitch.
Yeah, that is
channel.
like top 10 anime betrayals here.
I said Twitch channel.
I don't know, dude. You said YouTube first. You just caught yourself.
I meant to say
You know,
Twitch.
I forgive you, dude. Even if you didn't sub to my YouTube channel, I forgive you.
I said I was gonna sub to your Twitch channel. It's $5 is $5, man.
$5, man. Maybe, you know what? Make it $20, and we're even.
Wow.
You mean it's about to tier 3? Hell no.
Damn, dude. That's a bit harsh.
Hell no. That's
I
still
mean, I'm with him. Tier 3 is a lot of money, bro. Oh,
I
man.
know, dude. I'm showing him the true way of anime video games.
I got hold on. DMV fan says I
Oh
got
no! Boy, here we go.
thing is just said I got a lot of shit to say. Well, DMV fan, get your ass into the voice chat then.
Oh, whoa! I don't know about that one, Chief. The man can give smoke. Maybe at the end he can give us smoke, but not now.
Okay,
Oh,
at the end it's down to you because Inspector's not here. Just to let you know.
I feel that. Did he just leave?
Yeah,
Just randomly.
randomly it's just gone. I think the whole anime talk probably got to him.
Whatever, it's fine. Okay, so give me a sec.
Oh, my head.
So they did announce Iron Man VR, right? This was a state of play, right?
Mhm.
State of play is a game, you know, a show that was about 20 minutes long that talked about PlayStation 4 VR games, and essentially, you know, it was mostly a VR show, right? I had low expectations. I didn't think it was going to be anything great, you know? I had really low expectations, you know, when it came to that. So, personally, this is what I have to say. I didn't watch, I just saw the highlights, right? Overall, I heard it was a great show for VR owners. Now, if you were just a PlayStation 4 guy, then it was not the show for you. But for VR fans, like, they got everything out of it, you know? But Jigo, and also they showed the Iron Man VR. You know, it is what it is. It's a VR game. Hopefully, it's good. And Marvel partnered with, I think it was, I don't know if it was a Sony first party studio or
Sony
if it was just, was it Sony first party? Because I never heard of that studio before. It was Candy. Like, I never heard that studio.
No, it's a Sony first party studio. That's never been on Steam or anything.
Yeah, I feel it. What about you, Jig? What do you think about that?
Yeah, but it was a lot of stuff about VR, and I don't subscribe to the VR. Like, I don't know. Maybe someday, but for now, like now, I'm not really into VR. But that's mostly what it's all about is VR. I mean, they did show some more of Days. Well, they did story trailer games going, Days Gone,
Yeah.
and I really like. It's really look like I'm like that story, bro. So it's looking good. It's looking good.
I feel that. I guess it's a lot of. What do you think about the whole thing?
State of play. I think it was a bit too much of VR, but foreshadowing this, I was low expectations, but not that low. I was expecting maybe one or two, maybe one big sort of announcement that is coming exclusively to console. That was the Ghost of Tsushima, but that was it. But the Iron Man game looks really cool, and it's gonna be like the Batman Arkham VR game essentially. That's the way I see it. I think it'll be like the Batman Arkham VR game, and people will just be like, it's meh, it's nothing, and people are hating on it already. You know that, right?
Yeah.
people are already hating on the fact that this Iron Man game is a VR game, and I'm just like, what else you were expecting? You're gonna expect the whole console-based game? Were you expecting this to be the Avengers project? Come on, man. I mean, not many people realize this. There was gonna be an Avengers game based similar to the Iron Man VR game that was gonna be movie tied in as well. So I think Sony has done really well here, to be honest with you. They've pulled it out the hat. The graphics and everything looks cool.
Mhm.
I'm just a bit. I just hope that the next what's it called, live event that they're gonna do, they show more console-based games, because I think VR games is, yeah, even though it's the future and everything, but for me it's a bit meh, you know. There's so much you could do with the VR. There's so much you can do, to the point where it's just like, man, I'm done with the VR. Where with the console game, you can.
I'm back.
Well,
Man.
I'm assuming your internet went off, dude.
No, my browser froze.
Oh man, I feel that.
And it do be like that.
We thought it was because of the whole anime talk that maybe.
Not me. That was you, dude. I said, yep.
No, my whole screen froze. I couldn't move my mouse, so I had to shut down my computer and turn it back on again.
Okay.
Oh man, they said PCs are so great. PCs trash. That wouldn't happen if you was on your Xbox.
Oh man.
Wait, can you use Hangout on your Xbox? Yo, that would be lit, bro. Go Hangout on your Xbox. Facts.
Or Discord.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, nobody wants to do that.
No. All right, man. You got it.
So yeah, but the whole state of play thing, it was 20 minutes of just pure VR, man. And
that's what I said. It was a good thing for VR owners. But if you weren't into like the whole VR thing, then it's like you don't have a VR. Then it's either this. It's like it's good for the VR or people that are slightly interested in VR and that haven't gotten a VR system.
The only interesting was. I was find interesting about that was the whole MK trailer about the whole event. That I found interesting because they dropped a bombshell out of the blue. I thought, nah, they probably show something else, and it was MK11. I was just like, wait, MK11? Even though they have a live stream coming up soon? Yeah. Excuse me?
The beta starts tonight.
It's already out, actually. So
countries, yeah.
No, not for me, not for my region.
I know, not for mine either.
For some countries,
I mean,
I'm
in every region.
Like 20 minutes.
Man.
I am.
It could definitely be my region if I wanted it to. I'm just saying.
I don't do that. I'm not lazy like that.
I feel like it'd be less lazy to do all that though. That's a lot of work. It'd be too much work. VPN, changing your region. That's too much work for me, dude.
Whoa, what are you talking about? Oh man.
Oh boy.
I should rephrase. I'm more patient than that.
There you go.
So there we go.
Yeah, but I just think that the two biggest things from that event was MK11 and Days Gone. That was it. Every other game was just like meh. Iron Man was pretty cool, but that was it. That's all I gotta say.
Iron Man's like it's gonna be a good VR game. I think it's gonna be fun. But it's not like gonna be like it's a VR game. It's like supposed to entice you to buy VR. It's not going to be something like Spider-Man or anything like that. I know people like Young Air who made a reaction video or was doing a live stream. He then put up his reaction getting hyped for Iron Man. Then he thought it was like, then he got let down because it was a VR game. It's like, it is what it is. It's a VR game. I mean, I don't know what else to say. But that's just me. Inspector, did you see like the Iron Man VR game?
I saw part of it. I'm like, it's a VR game.
So I thought. My thoughts on that. I think we have one more thing. Let me check.
EA layoffs. That's
yeah. We'll talk about that in a bit. I have another thing. Let me check. I think. Oh yeah, Borderlands 3 is supposed to be shown off tomorrow because of PAX East. or something like that, and it's supposed to be I forgot 2 p.m. Eastern, or maybe not. It's 2 p.m. EDT. I don't know, but it's gonna be interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be amazing. I'm just not gonna have like super high expectations for Borderlands 3. I'm just gonna see what they show me, and what they show me is dope, then I'm gonna go get it. If it's not, it's not. Like I know before, like some people have been saying Borderlands, 2 is a looter shooter. It's like I don't know. I never really ever conformed to the idea of thinking that Borderlands, like people thinking Borderlands 2 it's a looter shooter. I thought, I like Borderlands 2. I enjoyed the story for me, and I never thought it was a looter shooter because a lot of looter shooters, especially the Anthem, Division, Destiny, they have all terrible stories, and kind of terrible mission structures as well. I'm not gonna talk about the raids and stuff like that. That's completely different in of itself, but in terms of like mission structure, I mean, story looter shooters are trash. That's what I think. But I guess, Jigo, what do you think? I guess, what are your thoughts before going into Borderlands 3 being shown off? Like, what are your expectations going to be set, and are you excited?
Not really. Well, I was never a Borderlands person to begin with. I played 1 and 2, but I was like never heavy into that series. But I did. I mean, I'm with you. I really like 2 more than 1. I'm hyped if they show me like it's going to have a good story, because that's what I'm really all about, is a good story in games. Like, the gunplay is going to be the gunplay in that game, but if it got a good story, that would drive me along. But
yep.
I don't consider it a looter shooter, bro. Like, except for 1 was closer to a looter shooter because it was like looking trash story. So, oh man, facts. I don't know, bro. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not hyped.
Yeah. So, what do you think about? I guess tomorrow's Borderlands 3 announcement slash being shown off.
It's gonna be interesting to see what they're gonna show.
Mm-hmm.
To see how they're gonna reveal it. Like, is it gonna be like a full-on CGI trailer? Is it gonna be a gameplay trailer?
Probably gonna be gameplay. Do they ever show CGI trailers for Borderlands? Because I have no idea. I don't think they have. So I think it'll be like gameplay.
Who knows? But yeah, I just can't wait to see what we've got, what Borderlands will got to show.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Spencer, you got anything to say about Borderlands 3?
Not really. I never really got into the series.
I feel it.
Oh man.
All right. Got one more. And I think that is okay. Yeah, there's 2 more, and then we're gonna go to the movies side of things. So this is kind of just for people that are interested in Yakuza. We're not really gonna talk much about it. Just tell people what Yakuza 7 is supposed to be. So the next game in the Yakuza series, tentatively titled Shin Rai Ga Gotoku in Japan, will feature Ichiban Kasuga as its protagonist, and Sega has opened auditions for a female lead. This news comes from the official website of Rai Ga Gotoku. Kasuga, who debuted in Yakuza Online, is a former member of the Tojo clan's Arakawa family who has been in prison for 17 years for a crime he didn't commit. My gosh, why is it that everybody in this series always gets put in prison for a crime they didn't commit for like a long ass time, and they're like, I'm fine. I'm not pissed or anything. It is what it is. Like, come on, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'd be pretty angry. So
I mean, they live that life, dog.
what? Oh, man.
They live that life.
live their life and just like they live and forgive. Like it is what it is.
I mean, because they realize I committed a whole bunch of crimes. Of course, they're gonna get you on the one that you didn't commit, bro.
I don't know, dude. Kiru never killed anyone.
Oh man, that you know of.
Unless you're talking about like, there's a couple aspects of the video game when the guy's like blowing up cars. I'm like, dude, you kill these guys. Come on now.
Be beating people with bikes. Of course, we kill somebody.
Oh man. So a new protagonist in Yakuza series is notable and entirely expected, as Kazuma Kiru held that role for the majority of the franchise. The unnamed female lead will be chosen via an open actress audition for women ages 20 and up, and participants can register via an official website. The actress chosen will perform in the game and be involved in promotional activities, along with winning 1 million yen in prize money, which is $9,000. Oh my gosh. Dude, you think like 1 million yen's a lot, but it's like only 9 grand? Wow. Auditions are open until April 21st. And the upcoming Yakuza game currently has no official title or set release date, though it is confirmed for PlayStation 4. So yeah, any of you Yakuza fans are out there, it's going to be a PlayStation 4 title and a new character that you guys need to look up. I think it's pretty chill. But yeah. And going to some sad news. EA has laid off some people. I don't know the exact amount. I think it's 350. I think. Could be wrong. Let me make sure I get my facts right. Oh my gosh. Let me see. 350 people go. Okay, so those affected have reportedly been aware of looming layoffs since October. Will be given severance. EA boss Andrew Wilson said he vowed that the move would streamline decision making in the affected departments and improve customer support. Okay, this is a difficult day. The changes we're making today will impact about 350 roles in our 9,000 person company, said Wilson. These are important but very hard decisions, and we do not take them lightly. Okay, so I'm just going to assume that the investors weren't happy about how much money EA made in the total like profit margin, even though they still made a lot of money. So they're like, all right, we're going to have to cut some people so we can make the investors happy. And they did so. So just to make their stocks go up and all that. Instead of taking some severance, take a severance pay cut. The higher executives never want to do that. But yeah, Jigo, what do you think about this?
Oh man, EA might be on that list of game companies I'm a boycott, bro. I don't like that, bro. Where you fire hardworking people just because like we didn't make as much as we thought we should make. It's like, bro, you're making a profit. Chill, bro. And now these people gotta go home to their families and try to find a job somewhere else. Where it's like, I hate that shit, bro.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about this, Inspector?
Sucks for the people. Yeah. Like whenever there's layoffs, it's always bad for the people that are getting the layoffs.
Yep. I don't ever understand when like the higher executives can't just take some pay cuts so they can save their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me, man.
I mean, it's America, but it's all about yourself. You don't care about other people.
And man, even the previous Nintendo Switch president, I think it was Iwata, man takes pay cuts and saves employees' jobs and stuff.
But I feel like that's a cultural difference that some Americans won't do. I ain't gonna say Americans won't, but a lot of fucking businessmen are all about money and greed. So it's like, yeah.
I think they could still make a lot of money even with that pay cut still.
But it's all about greed, dog.
Yeah, true. Salati, what do you think about this the layoffs for EA?
Me personally, the layoffs for EA is really sad. These guys probably, the people who got laid off probably worked on high-end games. Now, sadly, they have to move on to different things, and it kind of sucks for them. And which studio was affected, by the way? Do you know?
They didn't really say which ones were. They said it was
Right.
like a 9,000 employees total there in that area that the 350 people got fired from.
Yeah, that sucks then. For them, to be really honest, it sucks. But I'm pretty sure they'll find other jobs pretty soon. I know within the gaming industry, devs, other developers do reach out for people who are unemployed
But
from studios.
I don't think it's going to be, like every single one of them,
No, it's not going to be every single one of them, but it'll be a few of them will get a job at least.
Hmm.
That's the way I see it.
I guess. Alrighty. So, I think that's that. I think that is really it for the gaming topics. And now we can talk more movie-related aspects that have come out. Some interesting ones. A couple trailers came out. We'll go talk about those in a little bit. And we're just going to transition really into a rumor for Star Wars. And this is the David Benioff and DB Wise. And this is kind of like what I've been hoping for, that the movie that they're making, their trilogy, the trilogy of movies that they're making. And guess what? So this is via comicbook.com. Star Wars News Net has reported that one of its sources, a contact who has worked on every Disney Star Wars film, is 95% confident that this new series will in fact take place in the Old Republic, which has been featured in such games as Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and the MMO Star Wars The Old Republic. This rumored time period, according to the source, has been chosen as Disney wants to open up the Star Wars timeline and appeal to a more Game of Thrones style audience. The films are said to take place hundreds of years prior to the Skywalkers. And the source is claiming that these films will almost be Star Wars meets Lord of the Rings, and that filming will begin this fall. Star Wars News Net stresses that this is still a rumor, as it has only one source, and although the source has been reliable in the past, it's important not to get too ahead of ourselves just quite yet. Personally, I've been saying this for a while, that I wanted them to do the Old Republic, and of course it's not going to be like 100% like Game of Thrones style. I think it'll be the darkest Star Wars movie to date, but I do think it's not really going to be in the rated R territory. It's the PG-13, but it's going to be pretty dark when it comes to that. But overall, I'm hyped for it. If it does, turn out to be true, it's a rumor. But I very much enjoy the work that David Benioff and DB Wise did with Game of Thrones, and I can't wait to see season 8, which come out April 14th, which is in 3 weeks. I'm super hyped for that. But overall, yeah, I'm pretty glad that they're on this. I don't really care for the Rian Johnson trilogy that's coming out, but this one, definitely gonna be seeing day one. Jigga, what do you think about this news or / rumor about DB Wise and David Benioff, Game of Thrones showrunners doing the Old Republic Star Wars? Oh man, Jigga's gone. We'll get back to him next. Inspector, what do you think?
I think it's cool. This isn't replacing the Rian Johnson trilogy, right?
No. It's Rian Johnson's doing his other separate thing.
Yeah. I think it's interesting. They were showrunners, right? Not writers.
I think they started writing after it's either starting season 4 of Game of Thrones.
But
like,
here's the thing: when it comes to TV writers doing their own movie trilogy, sometimes it doesn't work out. Look at Stephen DeKnight for Pacific Rim Uprising. That one didn't work out. Like it's kind of 50-50 when it comes to because Star Wars is a big thing.
Mhm.
So and I'm kind of a casual when it comes to Star Wars. Like, I'm not excited for any new Star Wars movie coming out, but because I never really got like deep into Star Wars when I was young. So I mean, it's cool that they're exploring the Old Republic. Like, I've never played the games, but I've watched the trailers, and the trailers always look cool. So that's all I gotta say.
So, Jacob, what do you think about the Game of Thrones showrunners making a possible Old Republic Star Wars movie?
I don't know, because that's like it's the same thing like I would say about CD Projekt Red. Was like, yeah, they're making great games, but they're based off something else. So it's like, yeah, they're making a good show, but it's based off a book. So it's like them like coming up with a concept of their own, and like, I don't know, but I guess that universe is like already.
So it's like they have a lot of stories to pick from the Old Republic, because the Old Republic is basically non-canon anymore. It's like not canon anymore. So they could do like Darth Revan, and that is like a book as well as video games. So they have like source material.
Look, I don't know. I'll look forward to it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be like I'm overly hyped. Like, if they, I don't know, man. Like, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Oh, man.
I feel that. Talati, what do you think about this news about Old Republic that the Game of Thrones showrunners are doing for Star Wars?
No comment.
Okay. This man, Talati, you a big Star Wars fan?
No, I've got no comment because let's just say I haven't read into it, so I've got no comment on it.
Do you like Old Republic?
Which Old Republic? Like, there's the New Republic and the Old Republic.
I said Old Republic.
So are we talking the prequels?
No,
that's not Old Republic. Old Republic takes place before prequels.
Oh, yeah, I'm lost for words, man. I've lost track of words to say. So,
like, do you know who like Darth Revan is?
Nah.
Nah. Oh man.
Look, I'm sorry. They need to freaking redo the series, bro. I'm not going back and watching old dusty movies, bro.
Wait, so I'm confused. So, what they're doing is doing the Old Republic era. That takes place way before the prequels do. That's like in like Revan's era.
So we're talking somewhere along the lines of
hundreds of years before the Skywalkers.
So somewhere before, like somewhere along the lines of Yoda's when he was young.
Probably before Yoda.
Before Yoda, then people are going to be interested.
What? Everyone's been asking for this movie.
No, people like general public, not fans. General public are just going to be like, meh.
Meh. Well, I don't know about that one, Chief.
No, I can't agree with him on that, dog. The interest is dying down for that.
For Old Republic? I don't know, dude.
No,
everyone's been
the franchise itself.
Like if they bought, like, let's say if they did something like with Qui-Gon Jinn, then sure, Qui-Gon Jinn, Yoda, and Count Dooku, then yeah, people would be excited for that type of thing. But because they're not doing that and they're doing something different, people are just, general audience are just going to be like, meh, it's not even important to the main trilogy. That's what I think.
I think Red Hood just a hater. Facts.
Yeah, I think Red Hood's.
Oh man, he good? Something happened?
No, I think Red Hood's just doing something.
That man just had a stroke, dog. Oh man, we did Star Wars and he can't deal with it, bro.
Yeah, maybe.
Yo, Red Hood, choose life, dog. Choose life. But yeah, damn, we don't have no topic list, so I don't know what to talk about next.
We could talk about. I know what we could talk about next. Actually, we can move on to is well the MV fans' favorite topic, that is Captain Marvel, and how it won't make $1 billion by the end of the weekend.
Well,
And
man, that's not what somebody said.
No, because Shazam's already doing what's it called?
Jeez, what the heck just happened?
What happened, Red Hood?
I know.
Out.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened. It just like kicked me out. I was like, what the heck?
Wait, is this stream still going?
Yeah, it's still going.
We've had a lot of technical difficulties this stream.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Just kicked me out. I'm like, what the heck? Like, it signed me out. I'm like, huh? Someone's hacking me, dude. I'm calling them hacks now.
But what I was gonna say, so on a topic that what we could talk about next is Captain Marvel, because that's what we were going to talk about.
Oh man, what are you talking about, that movie?
I'm saying it's not gonna make $1 billion.
Oh my gosh, I got no comment right now.
I'm telling
man, he hurt, dog. He hurt.
Salty Red Hood.
I got no comment on that. All I got comment was Shazam was a way better film than Captain Marvel was.
Oh my god, here we go.
I'm excited. For Captain.
No, I watched both movies, and I'm objectively speaking, Shazam was a way better film than Captain Marvel was.
You can't compare them. One is a kids' movie. Oh man, we fall back.
Both are a kids' movie technically.
Well, no. Captain Marvel is for all audiences.
Shazam is for all audiences too. I heard there's a lot.
It's not kids. It's for kids. I've seen it. I haven't seen it.
So
Wait a minute. Right? They got the same ratings. What? Who?
It's definitely for kids though.
I don't know, dude. There's this one scene that's pretty dark. I'm not gonna say what it was, but I'm just like, yo.
I think Shazam's for
is this a PG-13 movie? And they just said that. There's some horror elements in that film. You know what, screw it. If we're gonna talk about this, because I've already seen the film. Like, I haven't seen it. No, I already gave my review. You guys can watch that on my channel. I thought it did pretty well in terms of spoiler free. To not really go into it. They, in terms of their marketing, did a very good job of not really showing much of the film. I kept a lot of the secrets in that film, which I very much enjoyed. So I was like, the film was really well put together. I think the only issues I said I had with the film in the review that I put out was that this is the issue with me for the villain, right? Like, he had a good motivation / like backstory. It's just like in terms of him without giving things away, it's like you got his backstory, you got his motivation, but like after that there's nothing much to him after that, I think that's what, because there's some Marvel villains that don't even have a good backstory. So I thought his backstory was better. It's just, it's like, that's like one of the weak parts of the film. Like, if I compare it, I guess you could say, like, let's say Jude Law's character, like, villain to Mark Strong. Like, I think Mark Strong had a more fleshed out character, but he was still weak. Whereas Jude Law wasn't even, like, you literally got no backstory / motivation from his character. So it's like, huh. That's just me, though. I said the third act like had minor pacing issues and / like some of the CGI fight scenes. Like, you could tell because it's a low budget film. Like some of the fight scenes, like for Mark, see, I always pronounce his name wrong. Inspector, how do you pronounce it, Doctor Servana? Servana. Somebody.
Savannah. There's no R. It's just Savannah.
Savannah, right? Like, it's like you could tell when they're battling. It's like very not like amazing CGI. Like you can tell it's like fake. But like for me, I understood why it looked like that because it had lower. It had a low budget.
Well, lower budget. It was still like 90 million.
Why?
Lower budget. So
why
did it have a lower budget?
It's trash.
No, man. Here we go again.
I'm joking. Yeah.
But yeah, no. The film had a lot of heart. It had a lot of like, wow, hit you in the feels. Can't say the same about Captain Marvel. Can't also say the same about Captain Marvel that about Shazam had character growth. Captain Marvel didn't. Overall, yeah, I thought the chemistry was good, and he had a good soundtrack. Cinematography was amazing. And the jokes landed majority of the time. I'd say like 70 or 80% landed for me.
I can't wait to Brie Larson show up to your doorstep.
And you know what I'd do? I'd probably slam the door at her face.
Same here. If he came to my house,
Yeah, I'll slam a door to my bedroom. Oh man.
wow. But like seriously, like on a serious level, it's just like I felt like I can't wait to go see Shazam. But like after watching non-spoiler reviews all over the internet,
spoiler review? Wait a minute.
Non-spoiler.
Oh, non-spoiler. I was gonna say, dude.
So you told me you went to see?
Oh man.
What?
You went to see Shazam over Us? Wow.
No.
Wow.
Shazam was pretty dope. I'm gonna be seeing Us. I was gonna see it yesterday, but I studied, so I'll be seeing Us next Tuesday.
I saw Us.
Mm-hmm.
Are you there? What's your opinion?
I thought Us was good. I saw the twist coming from a mile away because it's a typical twist in these type of movies.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the movie had a lot of ideas that didn't really like congeal together. Like I thought the movie had really good pacing, had good performances. I just didn't think the message was as like focused as I wanted it to be. Because there's like these weird, like it's like there's this weird like thing that happens, like I want to kind of avoid spoilers.
Yeah, I want to see the film. So,
like,
wait,
it starts in the 80s, and there's like these really weird like 80s like overtones throughout the movie, even though it's in present day.
So I heard the soundtrack was pretty strong for the film. I don't know if that's true. Is that true?
I thought the score was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have like an actual soundtrack.
No, I meant score.
Yeah, the score was pretty good.
You know what? I kind of agree with you because like they play I Got Five on it. Where in the world will you hear that nowadays?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even think like even the old radios will play music like that. Like
yeah, they did they mixed it up. They gave it a different rendition. I Got Five on it. Like they were like I have the. I think this was it. The Us.
Yeah, I wouldn't see that movie, but at the same time, I know I'll be scared. Like psychological thrillers, like do something to me that, like those are the fucking like they scare the shit out of me, dog.
Like I would say, when it comes to like horror movies and thrillers, I think this is the first one that like really creeps me out. I think ever since the first Conjuring. Like
I think, yeah. Keep going.
Like ever since then, like Don't Breathe was fine. It didn't really creep me out that much. But like The Conjuring and probably Sinister were like the last two ones that like really creeps me out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I was gonna say like Don't Breathe. Like I like Don't Breathe, but like it wasn't scary, but it had some messed up scenes. Like
Yeah, the end was really messed up with
yeah,
like the very the ending for Don't Breathe is very not safe for work. So I'm not gonna say.
yeah, no, Don't Breathe.
Wait,
Like
Don't Breathe. Oh my god.
the turkey batter.
Yeah,
Oh man,
that.
like
Yeah,
that thing. I was like, dude. I was like,
that's-
nah, dude. Get out of here, dude. I'm done with you.
I mean, at the same time, she did break into his house, dog. I'm just saying.
What? Oh.
I know,
Look,
but
look,
Nah, dude.
Look,
You
no,
don't
break
do that to somebody, man. Nah.
look, he was mentally going, bro. Like,
Oh, dude, that was so fucked up. I almost threw up in the theater, dude. Almost threw up. Oh man, making me think about it now. It's like, but overall, I think it's a good year for horror, like thriller year.
chicks do it every day, dog. And fall back.
Oh my god, terrible.
But yeah,
I was gonna say though, horror / thriller this year seems like a really good year for them. It really does. Like you got Us, you got Pet Cemetery, and you got It Chapter 2. I'm just saying, man.
I can't say that chick name, but she need to get some more roles, dog. She's a really good actor.
Which one?
The main kid. I cannot. Is it? How do you say her name, bro?
You're talking about from Us?
Yeah.
Isn't she married with the main lead actor? Or am I wrong about that?
What are you talking about?
I don't think so.
Us?
The chick from Us. I can't think of her name. The something.
The main actress, Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah, Lupita. Like she needs to be in more roles, but she's a really good actress.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we see her in more movies.
Yep. Yeah, but I completely forgot to say Shazam. Because I didn't mention my review. There's 2 credit scenes. One's important. It's a mid-credit scene. The other one's a throwaway that Inspector is not going to really care for. You know, it's like.
Also, you said they still a Marvel idea. Oh man, spooky.
But
it's a joke. It's a joke, basically.
But here's the thing, like sometimes the throwaways are not bad, like the Captain America one at the end of Homecoming. That one was really good.
Shazam's like that. The last one, it was like. I don't know. Like it depends on the type of person you are. Like you might get a chuckle out of it, or you might not get a chuckle. It's like I feel like people will be 50-50 on the last post, like the end credit scene for Shazam. It's like it depends on like how you take the joke. Yes, but see, I had to look up the mid credit scene because it's like I'm not really in tune with Shazam lore like that. So
I think all the Snyder Cut people are not all of them, but like the really crazy ones are spoiling the movie on Twitter. So
did you see it yet, or did you see this?
I saw like when I was scrolling through my timeline, I saw a mention. I'm like, nope, but I kind of know.
Damn.
I know it's Mr. Mind. So
I feel it. See, I don't even know that character, so I can't say. I'm not into the Shazam lore. Like I was like,
I'm not into Shazam lore either, but
yeah,
like it kind of sucks. I'm spoiled now. So
yeah, but I guess yeah, I think we're done with it. I guess we can go into the Snyder thing, and then
wait, before we do that, I just got a dumb side note. I just want to say. If we build the wall, dog, we gotta get rid of Lupita, dog.
Who?
She's a Mexican. Yo, we gotta get rid of her. Oh man, dog, we can't build the wall.
We can't build it?
Oh, we can't get rid of her.
Wait. Wait, give me a second.
Yeah, she's
she was born in Mexico and raised in Kenya, I think.
Huh.
So she's a Mexican.
Wait a minute.
Fact. If we build that wall, we got to get rid of her, dog.
Oh, man.
It's crazy out here, dog. No more Black Panther, dog.
No more Black Panther. Oh yeah, she was in. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize she was in Black Panther.
And then she's gonna be in the Star Wars movie. So, oh man, it's spooky out here.
Huh? Why did I not realize she was in Black? Huh?
Yes, she plays Okoye, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't she bald in Black Panther?
She was the love interest, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably it. Cause she was bald, dog. Like,
I mean, all of them
I
are
ain't gonna
bald
lie.
except for Shuri.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Like, you might not recognize her because like she looked way different in that movie.
Yeah,
though.
she
Like,
does. That's what I was saying. Like, I did not even recognize them.
She was fierce in that movie.
I recognize the from the main actor from Us. He was the guy in Black Panther / Infinity War.
Ow.
Well, whatever, doing that.
Yo, being in the Marvel movie opened up doors, bro. Just saying.
I guess so. I think they both did. But I guess we go into the Snyder. So very controversial. Man, oh man, Zack Snyder likes to cause controversy with the media. But I guess we're gonna talk about what he had to say. So this is what he did with his Q&A panel. So Snyder addressed fan complaints of having Batman murder people. And he says, someone says to me, Batman killed a guy. And okay, this is his words, not mine. I am just quoting him. Batman killed a guy. I'm like, fuck, really? Wake the fuck up. Once you lost your virginity to this fucking movie, and then you come and say to me something about like my superhero wouldn't do that. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, down the fucking road on that. It's a cool point of view to be like, my heroes are still innocent. My heroes don't fucking lie to America. My heroes didn't embezzle money from their corporations. My heroes didn't commit any atrocities. That's cool, but you're living in a fucking dream world. And he continued.
Did he know Batman's not real? Like,
he still got more. He said this. I love more than anything. What's it? Ultimately compared his treatment of superhero films to what Watchmen writer Alan Moore did with comic books, saying, I love more than anything Superman and Batman, but in the same way that Alan Moore was fed up with the fucking superheroes do this. Watchmen talked about comic books in the same way that this movie talks about comic book movies. I guess we can just talk about it now. I see what he's trying to say, right? But there's a point to like Batman, right? He doesn't kill. But my thing is, he's still a flawed character, and he beats criminals to bloody pulp. Breaking laws, right?
he doesn't kill him.
The man is still traumatized about the death of his parents. That to me, it's not a very stable person, right? But like, we can relate, even though he does things that we can't really agree with. But like, you changing that and saying he kills people, like, and that to me, you change the fundamental part of his character, and it's like more of Punisher. I can understand what you're trying to do. That. Like,
I can't understand what he's trying to say because it's dumb.
I don't know. I think it's dumb, but it's like, I know what he's trying to say. And like, in this day and age, there's people that like your heroes right now. I'm not gonna, like, he's basically saying heroes right now in America are embezzling, getting paid off by corporations. And
but here's the thing: Batman embezzles money too.
He sounds like a bitter.
That's basically his. That's basically his MO. Like, Bruce Wayne is laundering money from Wayne Enterprises to fund his crusade as Batman. That's like his whole, like, I'm not defending Zack Snyder. I'm kind of poking fun at, like, Batman literally does like launder money.
Yeah, he does. I'm not gonna lie, I can't sugarcoat that. He does do that.
Batman and Superman, it's like they won't kill because that's in their character, which makes them who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Dumb, like, dude, just shut up, bro.
Like, what I'm saying,
if you don't like it, then don't look at it. Shut up.
you're writing a story for the characters, not writing the characters. No, you're writing the characters for the story, not writing the story for the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what. And like, I respect him for what he was saying. I feel he was being a bit stuck up, like just in his tone.
I think the reason why he was stuck up was because he was surrounded by people that suck up to him, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Like it was a theater full of his fans because this was at his events.
So he's able to really say
Yeah.
basically anything he wanted at that point.
But here's the thing: he was saying this in context of Watchmen because this was after the Watchmen screening.
Yeah.
So, and the problem I have what he said with Watchmen is that he said that comic books were broken at that time. They weren't. Comic books were selling like hotcakes. Like Watchmen came out in 1986 when Dark Knight Returns was coming out. Another comic that heavily influenced Batman v Superman. So if you're saying that comics were broken back then, you're lying. And DC was just coming off of Crisis on Infinite Earths, and they were like rebooting the whole timeline. So like I don't get where he got the comics were broken thing from. I don't know. I don't know where he got that. Like I respect his vision. I like his movies, but he was. I feel it wasn't the right question to be answered at a Watchmen screening.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're asking if you watched Watchmen and you ask a Batman Superman question, it should be for Batman v Superman. It shouldn't be for Watchmen. If you get what I'm saying. It just felt out of place for me. And I do feel people are taking it way too far. Like even comic book creators and other like people, like they're focusing way too much on it, and they're just focusing on like the dream world part where like he said you're in a dream world. Like it's like whatever, he can do what he wants.
But at the same time, you're talking about characters that were somebody's dream.
I'm not defending him. I'm just saying like I respect what he was trying to do, but I don't fully agree with his vision of the characters. Like I don't fully agree with like his original script for Justice League where like everyone dies and it like goes up to the nightmare sequence in Batman v Superman. Like I don't want to see Wonder Woman die. I don't want to see Aquaman die. Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
Supposedly Batman was supposed to die in the last movie or something like that.
Yeah.
Why does it say that you have this director who's trying to kill off all your most important characters? Like what is they doing?
I mean, they were gonna come back though, those said characters. To be honest, it was just basically a lot of those characters are gonna die. Batman was gonna be like the Batman, Flash were gonna be the only ones alive, and he basically tells Flash to warn him.
Yeah, and it's like it's a whole like whatever it's called. I forgot the saying. Like it comes full circle. Like whatever to Batman v Superman, but
and then like wasn't he supposed to basically then when he brings some, have Flash?
I don't know. It's so convoluted.
Change everything too. So like,
that's a problem. When he was explaining, I'm like, that sounds like so convoluted. No one would be able to follow that.
Yep, but overall, that's what I think. But I can't think of anything else to say. It's like I understand what he's saying, but I don't agree with it because it changes the characters. And it's like just make a then story about new characters if you want to do all that. That's really my aspect of thinking about things. But
yeah,
keep going.
I was gonna say, Talal, do you have any
opinions
on this whole controversy, I guess.
Nope.
Nothing about Zack Snyder.
No,
Is it the whole-
because what's the point of me talking about Zack Snyder? It's done and dusted now. At the end of the day, what he said is out in the public, and like to be fairly honest, whoever he says now, WB isn't going to stick to it now.
He's not under contract with WB anymore.
That's why he's able.
That's why he was like really unfiltered.
Yeah.
But if you look at the DC universe, like without Zack Snyder, like Wonder Woman was very successful. Justice League was still under Snyder, so they still had like that. Aquaman made $1 billion. Shazam looks like it's gonna be a hit with all the positive buzz and plus since it's like aimed towards kids, that's a big audience. And
the Matt Reeves Batman as well.
Matt Reeves Batman is not coming out till 2021.
Yeah.
But
but it looks to be in a positive direction though.
Yeah, the Joker movie isn't connected, so that doesn't really matter.
I do think that movie might do pretty well. I think
I'm still iffy on it because like Venom did really well, but Venom is just a meme. Like the whole movie is just a meme.
Just because like the guy who's I don't think he really has been in like bad TV shows and films, so it's like I don't know.
Yeah, like I'm still iffy if Todd Phillips was the right director, but I'm still iffy on Birds of Prey because it's an R-rated movie and it's in the universe. And
dude, because of Harley Quinn fans, that film it don't matter if it's rated R.
That's true, but
my thing is though, they're gonna have people walk out of the theater and be like, I did not know it was rated R. Like the whole Deadpool syndrome.
Yeah. Wonder Woman 1984 is gonna be a hit because the first one was a hit. Because there's but like I think DC is good without Zack Snyder. And I'm not saying that to spite Zack Snyder, because as I said, I enjoy his movies, but like if you look at the numbers, they kind of match up and saying, oh, like it makes sense that DC would like Warner Brothers would want to go that way instead of stick with Zack Snyder. Yep.
Get it. So I guess we finish with that. I guess we could talk about that Spider-Man Far From Home got some new posters. I thought that they're actually way better than Homecoming posters. I don't know if you've seen it, Inspector.
I did. And to be honest with you, it looked like a good poster and stuff, like from different locations within Europe.
Posters, 3 posters, I think. Yes, 3 posters.
Yeah, 3 posters from Europe, 1 in London, Italy, and the other place.
Posted to the chat here, so
yeah, it does look like a decent poster. There's nothing bad about it.
Yeah, it's not clustered like Homecoming was.
Yeah, it's straightforward Spider-Man. That's it.
Yeah, with his poses.
Yeah.
Did you click it, Inspector?
Oh, I've seen the posters.
Oh yeah. What do you think in terms of is it an improvement over Homecoming posters?
Yeah, I think all the posters look good. Like I
know you weren't a big fan of like the Homecoming poster.
Yeah, like I haven't really been a big fan of most of the Marvel posters because they're all like really cluttered. Mm-hmm. Even the Infinity War one, and like the Infinity War one was better, but it was still kind of clustered. Mm-hmm. They have this problem where like Iron Man had a certain style of poster, and they just do that style for every poster, even though it wouldn't. Like I think they did that poster for Captain Marvel too, that kind of poster. But I mean the posters look good. I'm not really a poster guy. I don't really care for posters that much. like movie posters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think that's it with that. Because we're gonna talk. Yep.
It's my opinion. And
Oh, I highly doubt you saw it, but Trigger, did you see the
see.
posters?
Yeah, they look
Dude.
trash.
Trap. Oh.
Wait, what?
This man.
Yo, they look weak, dog. Like,
Did you like the
I don't know,
homecoming posters?
I don't remember the homecoming ones.
Oh shit. It's like super cluttered. I would say that.
Especially when we're hanging upside down. That just look corny, dog.
What?
Wait, I'll tell you what. No, hold on. I'll tell you why he's saying that, because he's a hater because Spider-Man. He's a hater because Spider-Man is Sony property and not Xbox.
Oh man.
So I got a question. You got the Spider-Man plat?
Oh, you got the Spider-Man plat, Taladio?
Yes, I flagged it.
I need to check some trophies, dog. I got that plat, dog.
I platinum Spider-Man 100%ed everything, so
I still got to beat the DLC though, so if you beat that, you won up on me, dog.
I beat the DLC besides New Game Plus.
I've been a new DLC. The New Game Plus.
I got every trophy besides New Game Plus / Ultimate Difficulty. I gotten all the trophies and all the DLCs. So.
It's yeah. He's a Spider-Man hater, regardless.
Oh man. Yeah, he's probably happy that someone became Ash.
Hey, what is he talking about?
See, I'm trying not to spoil things, dude.
I don't know. He's spooky out here. But actually, I'm one of the only people who actually enjoyed Spider-Man. What was it? I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, that one. I actually enjoyed that one. Even though most people keep saying it wasn't good, I enjoyed it. So
Blessed Red actually was the one that liked. I don't know who it wasn't.
I thought BG said he didn't like it.
Oh, BG said because I forgot why he said he didn't like Homecoming.
Oh no, it's this hater.
Oh, because there wasn't a lot of fight scenes. That's why he was saying that. Which somehow makes it more better if there's more fights, I guess.
There's some people who they need the action to keep their attention. They have the attention span of like a toddler.
Mm-hmm.
Not throwing shots at nobody though. I'm just saying.
Oh man, I guess because we're talking about Marvel and stuff like that, we're gonna go into the trailers after we're done talking about this. The trailers, like Endgame, Stranger Things. I think that was it. Yeah, those. And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and then we'll close off the podcast. So this is a quick one. Marvel Cinematic Universe's first 3 phases are now called the Infinity Saga. So you basically get I don't know, everybody, a title for it, the title for the whole storyline, I guess. And this is what Kevin Feige had to say. We wanted to bring a conclusion to a series of movies in a way that's never been done before. Feige says, regarding the decision to use the Infinity Saga title, Harry Potter had an ending because there were only so many books, Lord of the Rings too. But we thought 22 movies in, wouldn't it be fun to bring some finality to the storyline? So yeah, it's called Infinity Saga. I guess. Jigga, what do you think about that name for the first 3 phases of the MCU being called? Yeah, that.
Sounds okay. I'm okay with it.
Okay. What about you, Spectre?
Sounds cool.
What about you, Claudia?
No comment.
I'm hearing you, Claudia, playing that.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh man, I hear you. Man, I've been telling you to play some better games.
I was looking at Fires, man.
Oh man,
I didn't know I had the mic unmuted. My bad.
No, I'm saying you gotta play better games, dude.
I was looking at Fires, man. That's all.
I don't remember what DC fan says he likes it. I'm about to say I hate it.
I see.
What did he say?
Oh man.
Hey, who?
Huh?
Who?
No, wait. Is he making up things now?
Nah, dude. He's speaking some. I don't know what he's speaking, dude. Something. But Avengers Endgame plot synopsis revealed something.
Oh man.
So this is what the plot synopsis is. The grave course of events set in motion by Thanos that wiped out half the universe and fractured the Avengers ranks compels the remaining Avengers to take one final stand in Marvel Studios' grand conclusion to 22 films, Avengers Endgame. So yeah. It's I don't know why they were trying to be like, oh man, this is spoilers. It's not really. It's like basically just said. Yeah, it's not. People like it's spoilers. I was like, what? I just read the synopsis. There's no spoilers regarding this film. That synopsis. I mean, it is what like it's a conclusion of everything. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. Anybody have anything to add to that?
No.
Nope. I feel it.
Water.
Oh man. So it's seeming more likely because I'm seeing these pictures with the Avengers cast, the old Avengers cast, the tattoos, that this might be the last film that they're in. Did you guys see like the whole like, dude, legit everything's becoming a meme that Marvel's putting out now, like what the whole what was it? Let me make sure I don't. It's like Avenge the Fallen and stuff like that. Give me a sec. I just want to, Avenge the Fallen. Like all the people that are basically dead, they're in black and white.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Then somebody added a different one down.
Yeah, and then people are just like Avenge the Fallen, and people had like the PS Vita and all this other stuff, and then people just like changed it, like Game Inspection to like Thanos saying these crazy things. It's like,
yeah,
I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm laughing my ass off.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
But yeah, it's very like it's like a very simple poster. It's close up shots to people's faces. So saying eventually,
I mean, it is kind of sad though, dog. Like, damn, you gonna see some of these characters again, dog.
Yeah, and Valkyrie is still alive, and Happy Hogan's still alive. So
yeah,
I guess them in the film, right? Because if we're seeing a poster of Valkyrie and what's it, Wong and Happy Hogan, they're probably in the film, right?
Most likely. I can't see why they wouldn't be.
Yeah, I'm thinking. What do you think? Yeah, what do you think, Inspector, about this? You think we're gonna see Valkyrie this time in the movie?
Yeah, I don't think she died, so she didn't die from the snap.
Yeah, she didn't. And like the posters, like you've seen the posters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hers is colored, which like basically says she's alive. It's just not black and white. So it's gonna be interesting to see her, I guess, part of the story, and Wong and all that. But yeah, I enjoyed with seeing all that posters and stuff like that. It's pretty dope. I guess we can talk about the trailer, right? So it pays basically homage to like the three core Avengers, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and it symbolizes the red and highlights the red colors in the trailer. And I think that's very, like, I guess, meaningful for like sacrifice or death or something like that in that aspect. It's like it stands out for those colors. Personally, they yet again, like, the trailer does not give anything away. And also hearing that they possibly aren't using actual footage that's making it into the film also is a probability. So yeah. We also saw, what else can I say from the trailer that I thought was interesting? It was very like, it's like, dude, it's like, this is it, man. It's like, we got to do something. And I'm glad that Black Widow got her red hair back, which means that there's a time gap, or, they skipped time, it seems, right? And not talking about Quantum Realm, talking about, like, because we saw Cap's beard, like, at a point, of like I guess in one of the trailers or something like that. And now he's like clean shaven, and now freaking Black Widow has her red hair back. So time has passed, and we do see them in their new suits, most likely going into Quantum Realm. Then again, can't really tell you what the Quantum Realm is. I guess they get back in the past or something like that. And at the end of the trailer, you see Brie Larson acting very robotic in that scene, and I was just like, oh, man, nothing changes, I guess, in how many years? In the 80s to the, like, 30 years, I guess?
Yeah, from like 95 to now.
Yeah.
I think it was 95.
Yeah, nothing changes, dude. But yeah, I thought it was a really good trailer. It's going to be pretty dope. I guess, Jacob, what you thought about the trailer?
I haven't seen the trailer, dog.
You didn't see it? What?
Nah. No, it's like with movies like this, I like to just go in blind, dog.
I could tell you, dude. Like that trailer will not spoil anything. Like you can go into that not knowing anything that's going to be happening.
I don't know, dog. I be seeing that, then they like spoiling stuff. They're like,
oh, trust me. Like, Inspector, am I lying right now?
What?
Man, I don't trust you.
That the trailer legit like showed nothing.
No, the
No,
trailer didn't show
it
nothing.
didn't show anything.
That's what I was saying. But
That's what I love about these
Oh,
trailers.
man. So now y'all spoiling trailers out here? Damn, y'all spoiling.
Oh man.
No, I'm just
Hold,
messing with y'all.
hold on, you Spider-Man poster hater.
Oh.
Don't get mad at me because them posters were doo-doo. Straight
Oh.
garbage.
I feel that. But no, like legit, like you can watch it and like there's nothing. I can't tell you what happens in the beginning. I can't tell you what happens in the middle. I can't even tell you what happens at the end. They didn't even show Thanos.
They didn't even show. Never mind that. They didn't even show the Hulk.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see the Hulk, dog.
I do.
Oh,
Wait, so what if one half of the Hulk disappeared?
That's impossible, dude. Oh no, it's still impossible, dude. You can't wipe out the mind. You can't kill the mind.
You don't know how powerful the Thanos snap is. Don't assume his power.
You mean the decimation?
Don't assume his power, dog.
What? It's just killing people. It's not mind killing.
But he said half the population. What if half is Bruce Banner and not Hulk? I'm just saying. You don't know, bro. You don't know how the power works.
I mean, got to do.
You assuming shit. Can't assume when it comes to the greatness.
I did see a little outcry that I completely forgot. Shuri. Because I saw her in the trailer, in the first trailer. Because she was in the Missing Peoples, and she's in the poster that she's black and white, meaning she died. I was like, I wasn't surprised. Like, I was like, why are we like surprised about this? We saw the trailer in the first movie saying she was missing. Just saying. She turned to ash. Get over it. But because we don't have Chica's input now, we're gonna go with Inspector's thoughts on the trailer.
For the Endgame trailer?
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, I
loved
thought
it.
Yeah, same. I loved it too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they did a couple of like smaller trailers like recently. I know IMAX have done a trailer for the Avengers Endgame. I know they did a trailer yesterday. So
I honestly feel like that the Russo brothers kept their word, saying that they legit are just showing the first 20 minutes of the movie, right?
yeah, that's what they're showing.
Yeah, and like Thanos, like nothing. I'm surprised that we haven't seen him at all. Like we only seen him in the Empire magazine, and that's it.
I had a question. What if he was half? Could he Thanos snap himself out of existence?
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, that doesn't how it works.
I mean, I'll laugh my ass off if the man snapped his fingers. Everyone, like half of the population dies, and you just see his ash go everywhere, and then the gauntlet just falls on the ground.
I mean, that would solve all the problems. But then what if he brought everybody back and he came back to it? Then that would be funny.
Oh man, it's a never-ending cycle.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess we all liked it. We can't really say what really happened because there's nothing that happened. That's why Jiggin needs to watch the trailer.
But do I?
You do.
Oops.
I'd rather just watch the movie. Oh
Man, trust me, dude. It gets you hyped. Yeah, I do find it strange, and I guess we could talk about this. That the tickets have not come up yet.
Nope.
At all. Like that's very strange to me. Usually the second trailer, the tickets come up, right? For like Infinity War, Civil War. Like supposedly the rumor is that it's coming out April 2nd. I don't know if that's true or if it's been confirmed, but it supposedly is April 2nd. And you need, like, if you don't want shit spoiled, you gotta see that preview night. Or you're gonna be having to duck the internet hard, for Avengers Endgame. Because I'm trying to go see with my friends and stuff. Yeah, because people are saying Avengers Endgame tickets reportedly go on sale April 2nd. So you want to go there immediately, get your theater, click the best seats possible, and if you're going with friends, to say to your friends, you got to pay me back. Because we've seen that in IMAX. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing it in IMAX. These type of movies, I always see in IMAX.
I would, but
I did with Aquaman and all that.
look, I want to go when it's empty, dog.
Dude, then you get spoiled, dude.
I hate it. Like, bro, it's be like too many people in the movie theater, and it's like you got to climb up. I don't know.
Well, if you go at nighttime / midnight, there's more adults / not kids there. It's not gonna be as bad. Plus, I have recliners, so I have space in my theater.
Oh man, must be nice.
Dude, I'm getting recliners for Avengers Endgame, regardless.
My theater upgraded, so I'm kind of glad. We were stuck with like the old chairs for a while, dude. So now we got like recliners, and it has heaters or whatever you call it to heat your seats. Yep, that's gonna be dope. Yep, we got one. Well, yeah, we could talk about this quick because it kind of like plays into the MCU. So, Oscar winner Angelina Jolie is reportedly in talks to join the cast of Marvel's The Eternals. The sci-fi fantasy film is poised to be one of the next big event films in the MCU. The Eternals will be directed by Chloe Zhao, the writer. While details about this movie are being kept under wraps, sources tell The Hollywood Reporter that one aspect of the story involved a love story between Icarus, a man fueled by cosmic energy, and Circe, who relishes moving amongst humans. According to THR, it's unclear who Jolie will play. Marvel had no comment. The Eternals are a powerful race of cosmic beings who have existed in our solar system for millions of years. While most Eternals look perfectly human on the outside, their advanced biology gives them incredible strength, long lives, and powers that set them far above mortal men. Both the Eternals and their genetic cousins, the Deviants, were created by the cosmic gods known as the Celestials. Though experiments on early proto-humans and where most Eternals have chosen to follow the path of peace, the Deviants are hateful and warlike with their hideous outer appearance reflecting their twisted inner nature. The two races have been locked in a never-ending war since those early days with humanity, sometimes paying the price. I never really knew what Eternals was, / like, I don't know who made up Eternals. Is it Kirby or
Not Kirby.
Okay, that's what I'm assuming. Did Kirby also write for the oh my gosh, drawing about
New Gods?
for DC, right? Or no?
Yeah. The Eternals was the last thing he did before leaving for DC to create Darkseid and the New Gods.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Because it seems very similar, kind of.
I don't know,
like,
kind of similar,
like
kind of different.
never-ending war and stuff like that between these two, I guess races and stuff. That's what I'm saying. It's like kind of like a staple of Jack Kirby. And it seems like Jack Kirby likes to make things a lot like pretty complicated.
Yeah.
So it's like it's gonna be hard to make these type of movies. Like, you got Ava DuVernay doing the New Gods, right? Film, and then you got which one is doing this one? Chloe Zhao doing the Eternals. I think this is gonna be. Oh man, these films either could be really good or really bad, in my honest opinion. But I guess, Jacob, what are your thoughts about Angelina Jolie? I guess getting in talks of joining the Eternals.
I don't know. Like she is a good actress. I don't think I ever seen a movie that she did that I didn't like. But at the same time, isn't she kind of up there? I ain't gonna try to say old, but like once you, I don't know, bro. Because like the characters they have now are like dying off. Because like I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna say as long as it's, she should do it well because like she's a good actress. So I'm just gonna say that like.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I just thought they would go for someone more younger, so like they can do more years without have to worry about recasting the character again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Inspector, what do you think about Angelina Jolie joining? In talks of joining the Eternals, and I guess your whole point of view about this Eternals movie being made.
I think it's cool that Angelina Jolie is joining the Eternals. I'm not really familiar with the Eternals that much. So my expectations are kind of middle for this movie. It sounds interesting. Like, the Eternals haven't really caught on, because the problem with the Eternals is that whenever an Eternals book comes out, it's always during a big event in Marvel, so it always gets shuffled under the rug, because it's always like a 12-issue maxi series or like a 9-issue maxi series.
Mm-hmm.
Like the most popular run of Eternals was probably by Neil Gaiman, like in the mid 2000s, but it came out during Civil War, so it got swept under the rug. It's interesting. I mean, I'll see it. I see every Marvel movie, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just have no idea how this is gonna go, and like they're saying this is like the big next event for Marvel, so I'm just wondering like how big of a role Eternals is gonna be for the next phase of movies, and what that has to do with this next main villain, unless like if it has to do with Doctor Doom or Galactus or I forgot if is it Annihilus or something like that. I have no idea.
Oh no, I don't. Annihilus is more for a Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm. I have no idea. But I guess, Salai, what do you think about Angelina Jolie? In talks of joining the Eternals.
Interesting. That's all I gotta say. Interesting.
What?
One red. Sums up.
No. So there's a recent interview with THR. Captain America's Chris Evans almost slipped the details about the upcoming Avengers Endgame. He says, I can't believe they even cut together a trailer because so much of it, he's saying, is a visual spoiler. You'll see a lot of the characters have. He abruptly stopped talking to cover his mouth. THR reported. Probably shouldn't have even said that, Evans noted. However, Evans did praise what he saw of the film, saying, this one's really good. I choked up like 3 times. And then some people were saying he was going to retire from acting. And he had to say, like, I never said the word retire. It's really an obnoxious notion for an actor to say they're going to retire. It's not something you retire from, he told THR.
Yeah, I saw that interview today. Like, I was watching that interview. For me personally, I was I was just like, it's interesting from what he was saying because it was emotional. That it was emotional thing for what he was saying, like on set and like some of this. He was talking about previous Marvel movies he did as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they did this like questions out of a bowl thing. So he told me first, like in the one of the answers that he gave was like working with the Russos for the first time was the most awesome time he ever had.
Mm-hmm.
So he was talking about he was emotional and all of that. So I think it was interesting to see his point of view
Mm-hmm.
on things. So
Yep.
that's my intake on that.
All right, we got to talk about the Fox acquisition and Toy Story 4 and Life, Stranger Things, season 3, and then we're done. Supposedly, I think it was Wednesday that basically Disney acquired Fox. You can go to the Walt Disney official page and you can see Deadpool there. Basically saying like it's kind of reaffirming what Bob Iger is saying that they are going to keep Deadpool the same and Ryan Reynolds as well. And that's a rated R character, so that kind of speaks volumes about Walt Disney having a rated R character on their page. So I thought that was very interesting. Personally, a lot of people are giving some credence, and like people are saying they're kind of worried about it. And yes, a lot of people are losing their jobs. I think 9,000 people are for. It's like a certain Fox brand. I don't know which exactly it is. I think it's like Fox 20th or Fox 20 something. Like creating like mid films or something like that, or like the more indie films, and they're getting the boot. So I think that really is awful. And I've said this multiple times. I know a lot of I don't know what you call it, the MCU fanboys kind of like, defending it and saying like they got to recoup loss and stuff like that. With these major layoffs. I don't know if it's 9,000. Let me see. Fox layoffs. Because they'll give me an accurate. Let me suck. There we go.
What?
Trying to see the Fox layoffs and how many people it was. Yeah, it's Fox 2000 label. Yep. That's going under. They don't give you an actual like number for some reason here. Gosh dang, they can't even tell you. Variety didn't even like say which one it is. Like 4,000 jobs were lost for Fox 2000 being laid off.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Jacob, what do you think about the layoffs and Disney, acquiring Fox and I guess Deadpool being in that official banner of the Walt Disney website?
Well, I mean, when companies do acquire people, they do do layoffs. It sucks, and it's just the nature of business, unfortunately. It's I don't think it's really gonna matter with Deadpool because I don't ever see him being like. Maybe they can probably have like more characters in the Deadpool movie, like other characters, but other than that, it's like it just. I mean, they say they're not gonna change it, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they keep Deadpool the same, I'm good.
Yeah, I feel it.
Stop forcing like fuck. What's that? Like the character that they had in the movie, like bro, I'm tired of that Steel dude. I can't remember his name, but like tired of seeing him like keep him out the movies, dog. Like
TJ Miller?
no, the character is that his name, TJ Miller? I don't know.
Weasel?
No, the big fucking Steel dude, Iron dude, whatever he is.
Oh,
Yeah,
Colossus.
I'm tired of seeing him, bro.
You don't like Colossus?
I mean, 1 or 2 movies, but it's like okay, I get it. He keep him out the movies now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not funny anymore. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I guess, Inspector, what do you think about all this? The acquisition, the job layoffs, and Deadpool being in the banner of the official Walt Disney website. Oh man. What about you, Taladia?
About Fox and Disney merging.
Yeah, and the layoffs and Deadpool being in the official banner of the Walt Disney website.
Firstly, the layoffs is kind of sad, but it has to be done. Business is what's best for business.
Well, you can have the top executives have pay cuts and they can keep their jobs.
Red Hood, come on, it's America, dog.
Oh,
it's not
man.
gonna happen.
Come
That's
on.
not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen, man. I mean, let's be honest. What Disney does now is best for business.
Best for business. Best for you know what? Oh man.
Claudia sound like Triple H right now.
Yeah, man, dude. You sound like a Vince McMahon and Triple H, dude.
Yes. Well, it's true though, isn't it? What?
No, that's called greed. To take pay cuts, people can save their jobs.
Well, I did say it kind of was sad, but it had to be done.
Had to be. No, they just say pay cuts.
Has to be done. Regardless,
but
I just think
the reason why I kind of agree with him, it has to be done, is because they probably the jobs those people were doing, they probably have people who they already hired that can do that job. So it's like,
but those were like the indie films. Disney doesn't do indie films.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they got people who can do indie films, dog.
They're not going to though. Like Disney doesn't care about that shit.
Okay, then why would they keep them? Like
because that's see, this is the problem. It's like if you start getting rid of these type of things, like indie directors will not be able to make films. Like Fox did a great job with their indie division for like having films being made. Like without that, like the label and shit like that, we wouldn't have gotten a movie called like Shape of Water. Like that would have never happened.
Is that movie supposed to bring something to me? Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Yes, it does. Go watch it. It's a good film.
Definitely not. Water doesn't even have a shape. Why would I watch a movie called The Shape of Water? Bro? You're not
oh my gosh. Inspector, talk to this man.
I didn't see Shape of Water, so I can't say anything.
I haven't seen it either. So
you guys are destroying me right now,
bro. Shape of Water, like, come on, bro.
Go watch the film. I
wish somebody would tell me they're gonna make a movie called Shape of Water. I would punch them.
Wait,
you're gonna punch Del Toro, man?
Yes, I would.
Wait, guys. Red Hood, if you want us to watch Shape of Water, why don't you do Rabbit with us then?
I'm down for doing that. Shoot.
I'm definitely not showing up. I'm sorry.
This man. You guys are killing me. I'm able to compromise here.
I haven't finished what I had to say. Jesus. Like what I was gonna say, regardless, is the fact that I think it's cool that got Deadpool on the page of Disney, and I think this deal will go through.
I already went through the deal.
Well, I mean, I know it's gone through, but I think it's gone through to the point where X-Men characters will come in the next couple of years. We'll have Fantastic Four in the next couple of years, and it'll blow people's minds away.
Nah, dude, if they recast Wolverine, that's a big no for me.
Oh man,
I mean, they have to.
Or they just don't have to get people on there. They don't have to get Wolverine.
Just not have them.
Wait. Are you gonna be one of those people that say, "Oh man, I can't get rid of this actor," just like they're doing with Ben Affleck? Oh, we can't get rid of Ben Affleck.
Well, for me, he hasn't been in the role long enough. Wait a minute, what?
It's that
has been in the Logan role for what, since like the early 2000s, late 90s.
Oh, Christian Bale.
So well.
Christian, yet again, that's not comparable. They have not been like Christian Bale has not been Batman for that long.
Christian Bale from 2005 to 2012.
That's not long, dude.
Hugh Jackman was Wolverine from 2000 to 2017.
Yeah, that's a 17-year difference, my dude.
Might be 17 years different.
What do you mean 17? Oh my gosh.
He played Like that, he is that character now, bro.
He's
like,
the definitive version, just like Robert Downey Jr. is the definitive version of Iron Man. And the same thing with Chris Evans as Captain America. You can't just recast the characters like that.
I agree with Redhead.
Oh,
That's why I said leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Bro.
Stuff of the things I'm hearing right now, if they're trying to recast, they're also not going to even have Wolverine like smoking and stuff like that. It's just, you know, his cigar and shit like that. Because Disney has a no smoking tolerance.
Bro, that's gonna be trash. Wait, what about? Didn't Deadpool smoke?
Yes, that's not Disney though. So yeah, they're not going to even have him smoking anymore.
Bruh.
Well, Wolverine hasn't been smoking in the comics since like 2002. So
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It was bad for his health.
Well,
no, Joe Quesada, who was the editor-in-chief at the time, his dad died of lung cancer, so they said no smoking.
No. It was weird because it's like Wolverine can like legit drink so much alcohol, can't kill him.
I know, but it's a thing.
I know. It's just dumb, I think.
I'm sorry, I get what you're trying to do, but if this in the character, bro, you can't just blow. You're not gonna do that.
Yeah, it's trying to have people say, you know, you don't have to smoke. You know, it's like, no, we already know you don't have to smoke. It's like, I already know that. It's like, but whatever.
Bro, if you're smoking out, like, bro, you dumb.
Yeah, man. Just have, you know, Wolverine vape, man.
Vape Nation.
Oh my gosh! If I see like recasting Wolverine vaping, I'm done. Oh man!
If I see Wolverine recast, I'm not even fucking watching that shit, bro.
Mm-hmm. Facts, dude.
I don't want to see that.
I guess we can go into the trailers, the last two trailers, and we'll be done. Toy Story 4. I saw it. I like Toy Story 1, 2, 3. Don't know how I feel about this. Just because it's like the 3 had a good conclusion, right? In 4, it's just like I don't think it needed to be done. I don't think there was a story to be told. I felt like they just did it for the money. And I don't think it was like a Pixar thing. It was more like Disney's like, listen, Toy Story makes us a lot of money. You guys need to straight up make another Toy Story movie. They're like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, we know you had a great conclusion. Make us another one. So that's what I think regarding to Toy Story 4. It's like, I don't know what to feel. It's like, I don't really think they needed to do this. And it's like, maybe it'll be great. Maybe it might not. Who knows? Overall, it's like you got a spork that thinks he's a toy. Or no, the spork knows he's not supposed to be real and tries to like become a regular spork again. But because the kid thinks of him as a special spork, that's why he's a toy. But have you seen the trailer or no?
No, I have not.
I haven't either.
Okay. What about
I didn't even know there was making another Toy Story.
Oh man,
I saw the Toy Story 4 trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was good. I'm just gonna be upset when the movie comes out. I'm just gonna be crying. No, but big guys do cry. So.
Wait, wasn't Toy Story 3 a sad ending?
Yeah, it kind of was, but it's not going to be as sad as this, though, isn't it? This is the end.
Is it the end, though? Like, I thought 3 was the end.
No, this is the end.
The end?
Yes.
I don't get it, dude.
The end, as in, this is the end. We're in the end game now,
no, it's just like, I feel like this movie shouldn't have happened. That's what I feel.
No, it feels like what Tom Hanks has said, that it's going to get people crying. So for me, as a 90s kid, it is going to hit me.
I don't know.
For the feels. It's
like, they did a perfect ending in 3. I don't think they had to do another one.
Trust me, it's gonna hit me, and it's gonna hit me for 6.
Listen. I grew up with Toy Story, but man, oh man, and the movie better be good. That's all I say, because if it's not, that movie was definitely a cash grab. All movies are cash grabs, but that's a more apparent cash grab than anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we're gonna go with Stranger Things. Very much. Oh yeah, Stranger Things and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Stranger Things. Very much enjoyed it. I thought the trailer was really, really good. Didn't really give much away. You did see a new monster, saw some hitmen, and yeah, I can't really tell you anything else about the trailer. It was very like fast cuts and kind of giving you the nostalgia feel, the '80s. So yeah, I just can't wait to see more of Stranger Things. Like I very much enjoyed both seasons. I think season 1 was better, but season 2 is still good. But Jacob, did you see Stranger Things trailer?
Yeah, I did, and I don't like it because why the black kid got to get assaulted in the eyes with spray? I'm just saying, dog. Oh man, but no, I'm joking. But yeah, I like. I like both of the seasons equally. Like not one more than the other. So I'm really looking forward to this season. Hopefully they don't mess it up. I mean, but yeah.
Yeah, who got the new girl again? I saw on the trailer, but I completely forgot who got the new girl.
Wait, it wasn't the kid who got kidnapped. Was it his friend?
It wasn't the
Wait,
guy missing his teeth. I know they both like. Dude, I need
wait,
to.
no, I thought the black guy got the new girl.
Yeah, I
the
think he
black
did.
kid.
I think he did.
Yeah,
And the guy's all sad. The guy with that lost, like that has like the ball cap or something like that.
yeah.
The baseball cap.
Can he get that fixed? Like, I know that's a part of his character, but like,
Wait, what?
like, can he get his teeth fixed? I think that's
No,
his name in real
I
life.
think this in real life. Yeah, they also did it for his character too to fit it. So
I would definitely get that fixed if I could.
yeah, I don't think you can.
I think he got like some kind of disease or something where he
Yeah.
can't get that fixed. That sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Inspector, did you see the trailer for Stranger Things?
Nope.
Sadness.
Oh man.
I feel
I
it.
haven't even watched the first season.
Dude, you need to. You guys to. But Claudia, have you seen Stranger Things trailer?
Nope, I haven't seen the trailer, and I'm not bothered by it.
Not bothered. Yeah. I feel that. All right, last trailer. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, directed by Quentin Tarantino, and have been very much anticipating this trailer, and I enjoyed that trailer a lot. That Bruce Lee actor looked very much like Bruce Lee. It seems like it's going to be a kind of like telling you like what happens in Hollywood and the ins and outs. Margot Robbie's in it with Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio, and it's like you get the point of view of an actor who is also acting in his films. And I just very much enjoyed that aspect. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I think this might be Quentin Tarantino's like least dark film, I guess. But I think
Charles Manson, so you know it's going to be dark.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. And this trailer making it look super like I guess you'd say like super bright, colorful, bright, vibrant, and not dark. But like you said, Charles Manson, it's like they're going to explore that part, which is gonna be darker. But that's where I think they haven't shown, or they're not going to show at all until the film hits theaters. But it's supposed to be coming out, I think, in July. Could be completely wrong. No, it's in July.
Yep, it's July.
Yeah, so it's one of my I guess most anticipated films from what I've seen. It's like I'm like I haven't really said I don't think I've not liked a Quentin Tarantino film. But Jacob, did you see the trailer
Oh no.
for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Oh,
No.
you need to.
No, I don't, bro. That movie sounds. No, I'm good.
No, you need to, dude. Trust me. But, Inspector, have you seen the trailer?
Yes. It was a good trailer. It was a teaser trailer, so it doesn't really tell you anything that much, but it was a good teaser trailer. I'm looking forward to the movie. I'm a big Tarantino fan. Hateful Eight was okay.
Hmm.
I thought it was one of his weaker movies, but I'm looking forward to this one.
Yep. I think after this film, he does Star Trek, I believe.
You really think he's going to do Star Trek for his supposed last movie? Because he said he's only going to do 10 movies. Then he's going to be
Yeah,
done.
I mean, he said he's interested in Star Trek, so I mean, that's the whole thing going around about him doing a rated R Star Trek film. So I don't know. I mean, shoot, maybe that he wants to end on Star Trek. I don't know. Tarantino does what Tarantino wants. I can't tell you if he's gonna end it on Star Trek or not. But yeah, Talati, what do you think about the trailer for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
My man's been busy, bro.
raw. It's a Tarantino film.
I've been busy, so
It's not like a minute and a half.
Yeah, dude.
I know.
It's pretty short.
I've been.
Man watches Toy Story, but doesn't watch a teaser for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Oh man,
Man's been busy.
I'm just gonna say right now, that movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood will be better than Toy Story 4.
How dare you?
Oh man, I don't watch kid movies. I'm just kidding. I do watch kid movies, but still.
Yeah, you watched
What do I watch?
Yeah.
Shazam or what was it?
Shazam.
There's
How
another
to
one.
Train Your Dragon?
Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon.
Wait, whoa, that is an adult movie. I need to fall back.
Ooh,
I
mean-
like How to Train Your Dragon. It was a good movie.
it's gonna be better than Toy Story 4. That's all I say. Once upon a time, yeah. All these films are better than Toy
Is
Story.
it the roast of Claudia or something? 'Cause
Nah,
I
dude.
feel like it is.
Listen. If you say Once Upon a Time will be better than Toy Story 4, I'll let off.
You'd what?
I said I will let off with the roasting.
I'll watch the trailer and then I'll give you my thoughts.
There you go. That's all I wanted. But that's really it. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And let us know in the comment section below if you agreed with our opinions on the trailers and the news and what stood out to you, what didn't stand out to you. Give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content from us, hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you guys can get updated as when podcast goes up live / when it goes as a video. And I will be streaming more often because I've been super busy, school, studying, but it's going to be more videos a bit more now, but I'll still be studying just because I need to, because I'm going to have third exams in like mid to late April and then finals. So I'm going to try and balance that out. So I'm thinking about doing a Captain Marvel review and then watching Us next week Tuesday, doing a review for that, Hellboy, etc. So because you guys did support, hitting that like button in the review, so I'm thinking I'm gonna do more movie reviews in that format, so I don't get worried about a copyright claim or blocked or anything like that. I definitely didn't want to do it for Shazam because WB is super strict on trailers / pictures, so didn't want to put any of that in the review. But I'll definitely be live streaming more Devil May Cry 5. And I don't know if I'll ever do my first game review. I'm thinking about it. So let me know as well if you guys are interested in me doing that. I just noticed that I need to start live streaming some old games on Twitch, which I'm thinking about doing so as well. Probably this weekend, maybe go back to doing Mass Effect 1 on the main YouTube channel, be like Devil May Cry 5, and maybe Sekiro. My friends are wanting me to do that. It's just it's gonna be interesting me doing that on a live stream because it's gonna be too many deaths, but it is what it is. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Retro240 as well as my Twitch at Retro420. And Jigga, where can they find you at?
Hey guys, you can check me out on twitch.tv/JigAprilO or twitter.com/JigApril1. Yeah.
And Inspector, where can they find you at?
They can follow me on Twitter at the Inspector.
And Taladia, where can they find you at?
You guys can find me on Twitter, which is at Taladia Plays. You guys can also find me on Twitch, which is also Taladia Plays, and my YouTube channel is Taladia Plays. I'll have a video out very soon. I am currently live streaming on Twitch, doing the Arkham trilogy as it is Batman's 80th anniversary. I thought, why not do the Rocksteady trilogy? And I've been doing that since yesterday, day before, and I finished Arkham Asylum. So, yeah.
No, have you been playing that on PC?
Yeah, I've been playing that on PC.
Okay. All right, guys. This is the Overleveled Podcast. Signing off.
Bye, guys.
We out. Yeah.